And welcome back from the break, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that Majora's Mask multi-world. Me and Supersonic here is going to be bringing us the next couple of runs here. We're like just really at the edge of our seat. It's like, oh my gosh, where are the items? Majora's Mask is so hard. So big shout outs to Video James and Gothic Zelda for putting that showcase on. And we're going to be having a little bit more Zelda tonight in the form of Zelda II. Before we get there, we have the wonderful Supersonic _ who will be doing a run-through of the classic Sonic trilogy. Now, before we start the run, I do want to remind everybody that GDQ 2025 will be live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from January 5th through the 12th. Registration and hotel booking are now open, so visit gamesdonequick.com and check the GDQ 2025 important dates section to learn more. And UBAF is returning as GDQ's first Black charity event. Back to Black will be live February 7th through the 9th, and run submissions for that are now open through November 5th. So go to submissions.gamesdonequick.com for more info. And without further ado, we are here with Supersonic. Supersonic, what do you got going for us in the first half of the show tonight?
Hi, everybody. So today we're going to be doing the classic Sonic trilogy. So we're going to be doing a run through of Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We're going to be doing the glitch category for all three games. And Sonic 1 is usually pretty difficult when it comes to glitches, but I will be doing some of the glitches in that game. And of course, Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles are pretty much like my main speed games at the moment. Mostly Sonic 3 and Knuckles, of course, since we did do that at GDQX just recently. So yeah, that's what we got going on for this one, and then we'll talk about Zelda 2 when that happens. But without further ado, let's go ahead and do a reset here, and we'll get started on the run. Okay, here we go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, Sonic.
Thank you. All right, so here we have
you have this name
Hill.
before you were a speedrunner? I immediately interrupt as soon as Sonic starts explaining the literal first trick in the run. So.
I mean, there's no tricks right now. I mean, I'm just talking about Green Hill because it's like my backyard, pretty much.
Yeah, did Supersonic come first, or did speedrunning come first?
Supersonic came first, I think.
It's just like prophecy fulfilled here.
Yeah, so I guess I could probably talk about like the origins of my name. So Supersonic does come from Sonic 2 when he first transforms into Supersonic. However, I started off as a Mario speedrunner back in 2016. So you could pretty much say that the Super is from Super Mario Bros. And the Sonic is from the Sonic the Hedgehog series. So it's kind of like a mix of both, since I do run both series, mostly the 2D games, not like the 3D very much. And yeah, that's usually...
That's a good retcon.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's kind of like a nice mixture there. Also, I did not mean
Super
to bump
Mario
there.
Brothers and Sonic the Hedgehog for, you're bringing, one of the greatest, like, classic gaming rivalries together into, one thing. So, like, that's super kind of you to do that. Bringing the companies together. That was all you, Sonic.
Yeah, I mean, they had the Olympic Games, but we don't talk about that one because it's not the true, like, cooperative thing that we wanted from them, but, it is what it is. So, yeah, we have
Sonic
Green Hill 3.
Now, all is forgiven.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't played Smash in a long time, actually, but... Let me see if I can actually get this part here. So we're just going to jump off, see if we can try to bounce off these monitors. And there's like an enemy coming up here. Should be another monitor as well. Nah, I just missed that last one. If I managed to get that last monitor there, I would have been able to land on Robotnik right as he's spawning into the field. But it's okay. It's just like a minor time loss, no big deal. And just like that, that's Green Hill 1. Or all of Green Hill, basically.
All of Green Hill.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, so Marble Zone, in the first act, there is a trick in the level, but a lot of the tricks in Sonic 1 are either like pixel perfect, frame perfect, or sometimes both. And the trick in this level is really dumb, so I'm not going to be going for it. We're just going to do the glitchless route for this one. Mostly because I'm not too practiced with this trick, but there are actually a couple of glitches in Act 2 and Act 3 that we will see. I mostly run the glitchless category for this game. I was pretty much running that for a good while back in like 2021 when I was going for the world record at the time. And then I just kind of fell out of it and just went with like Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Since those games are more fun for me, but this is probably like one of my like stronger glitchless games. Glitched wise, like not so much because like a lot of the tricks are pretty ridiculous in this game. So we're just gonna do like a little bit of a damage boost here and just to get up on that ledge. If I actually miss the cycle early on, then I would just only lose like 6 seconds like of in-game time. Which, by the way, Sonic 1 is usually timed with in-game time. So is Sonic 2, but they actually recently did a change to where we do RTA minus time bonuses. So it'll like pause a timer during the time bonus countdown. Because anytime we get like 50,000 points, it takes about 6 seconds or so for it to finish counting down for the 50,000 point bonus. Oh, so here's our first trick. This is the level wrap. So what we did there is we had to position Sonic in a specific pixel, like the far leftmost pixel of the platform. And when it's like pretty much towards the bottom, like when the platform is going down, you tap right and then jump on the next frame. So we do like a piano roll technique by pushing A, B, and C like together, like in a piano motion.
Oh, neat.
It's like to make sure that we get the proper frame. So like, yeah, all the jump buttons are shared. And like as soon as we like land, we try to do the piano roll technique to pretty much just jump right away. There's our next.
I really like hearing about all the different ways you can hold and manipulate a Super Nintendo controller or a Genesis controller or an N64 controller, any of like the weird controllers, just to figure out how to get these absurd input sequences that like if you're just holding the controller normally are nearly impossible to do. So
yeah,
it's just fascinating seeing like the ways people do stuff, like whether you just put the controller like on the ground and you're using your hands to claw grip it, it's always a good time.
Yeah, and I usually switch grip the Genesis controller. Like sometimes I'll hold it normally, then other times I do the piano roll. So I guess it depends on the kind of strat that I'm going for. And I'll just have like, kind of like have my hands shift over to a different grip. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this extra life here just in case. Also, Spring Yard, the first 2 levels don't really have any glitches in it. The third act does, and I was actually practicing the third act glitch, and I was getting it like maybe 80% of the time, so we'll try to go forward, see what happens there. But yeah, Spring Yard 1 is pretty quick. You can actually finish this level in like 23 seconds. 24 is my best in this one, so we just like slow down somewhere. But as far as like timing goes for like the trilogy itself, we do time it in RTA because we do have game swaps in between. So for Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, I am using the Classics compilation card, which does also include Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, but we're not going to be playing that.
God, I kind of want to hear it now. I'm a big fan of beans.
I'm actually really bad at Puyo, so it's like...
Oh, is it a Puyo like knockoff or like just it is Puyo?
It is Puyo, yeah.
Okay, love it.
So, yeah, we use the compilation cart because Sonic 2 has a secondary revision on it. And there's actually one trick that we do in Wing Fortress in which we get slope glitch. And it is actually pretty helpful like in the early half of the level. And then we can just use it just to get to the second half of it pretty easily. It does not work on the original revision of the cartridge, especially like in Sky Chase, because you can actually like stay magnetized to the plane in the Classics compilation, but in the original you can actually spin dash off of it and die. So we're just gonna try to go in here. Let me see if I can do this. Head down this way, and then there's gonna be like a column that I need to jump down into. This was kind of finicky because Sonic is moving really fast inside the wall. So I need to like get like a really good position. There we go, that's good. And then...
God, the zips are so cool.
I didn't quite get enough speed there. I think I got like a half zip, but that's okay. We'll just use the half pipe
Okay,
there.
so Sonic, I'm gonna give you a free out of jail card here, right? Okay.
All right.
The audience that we have here, y'all are great. When it comes down to nitty gritty of what's wrong and what's right, most people are gonna notice. I'm calling out chat. So you just act like nothing went wrong, okay? Next time you fail, just say that was intentional, or don't even say anything at all, and chat's still gonna think you're awesome and that it looks really cool, even if it went really poorly. Yes, I just called you out, Twitch chat.
Sounds good.
You know I'm right.
You are
chat,
right.
you know I'm right.
Yeah, everything went according to plan. Nothing went wrong whatsoever. I mean, just like that, we're just going into Labyrinth right now. So we're about halfway through Sonic 1. And if anybody doesn't like the drowning music, I apologize in advance because we will be hearing that soon. Because I know it can cause quite a bit of anxiety listening to the drowning music.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll hear it in Act 3 because I am going to try to go for Bubbleless at least once. Which is a really tough trick to go for. And it is a glitchless trick, but it does save a little bit of time. But in the meantime here, we're actually taking the top route. So we push this switch in the water, and for whatever reason, it just causes a platform to appear up top. So we take that, and it saves like a good chunk of time. I think it's like roughly 1.5 to 2 minutes that it saves, because the other route, you're just going through water, and Sonic doesn't really run fast in water, so takes way too long. So we just take the top route because it's faster. All right, Act 2.
Take the top.
See, Act 2, we are going to utilize a glitch here. So hopefully we can actually beat this level in just under 40 seconds, hopefully. Either that or I'll just end up messing up something and then... Oh, actually, I missed a cycle here. Actually, probably could have kept going, but I didn't know if the cycle was good or not, because those are actually global cycles, so they move as soon as the console is powered on. So I'm gonna go ahead and this way. I missed it.
It's okay. Don't see Sonic. You just don't say it. Don't say it. Next time, yeah. I'm gonna, by the end of this show tonight, you're gonna know. It's gonna be automatic. Trust me.
Okay, let's see. So I don't know if we're actually going to carry this invisibility all the way to this guy right here. No, we're just barely going to miss it. That's fine. We'll just take the damage boost. No big deal. All right, there's like a tiny bit of a pixel right next to the spikes that you can stand on. Okay. Lab 3, this is the tough one. So I'm gonna try to focus on getting Bubbleless here. If I don't get it, then that's fine. We'll just play the level normally. Let's see what we can do here. And I'll pretty much know if I can get this set up properly. This looks good. Oh, nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to bail on that. So what I try to do there.
Thank you for showing us the rest of the level. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so for Bubbleless, so like this entire section here, what I was trying to do is I was trying to get through it without having to grab a bubble. But since I bonked early on, it kind of keeps the drowning meter going, or the drowning timer going. So I'm just gonna wait for this bubble dude to give us a bubble, and sometimes he can be pretty stingy. I actually did drown at that point because he didn't want to bring out a bubble for me. So yeah, we would pretty much carry this entire section without having to grab a bubble. But it is a really tough strat, but it does save like a good chunk of time, like roughly 6 seconds or so. So it may not seem like a huge time save, but if you're going for like optimized times, then yeah, that is definitely really huge. Let's see if we can try to go for... Nope. So I was trying to go for a boss skip there. If you try to go on the right side of Robotnik, his hitbox is actually towards the left side, or whichever side he's facing. And if I did the jump properly, he would have, like, I actually would have been able to get past him and not have to wait through all of that. But that's okay. I mean, we did our best. At least we didn't lose a life there, so that's pretty good, because lives are actually really scarce in this game. Normally, if we were to get like 100 rings or something, or if we see like 1-up monitors in the way, we would actually grab them. And the only way you can get continues in this game is if you go into a special stage and grab 50 rings in there. But we're not going to be seeing the special stages because we're not actually grabbing the emeralds here. Also, let me see.
So you're just not gonna have to worry about it at all.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it. So yeah, we did a level wrap there. So it's pretty much the same setup as in Marble 1. Or no, Marble 2, excuse me. Where you have to like stand at the very edge of the platform. And in this case, we have like the ground in which Sonic was going into. And we can just kind of tap right to go left. And we had enough horizontal speed to pretty much break through the screen barrier and just do the level wrap that way. Okay, so Starlight 2, we're not going to be doing any glitches in this one. This is just pretty much strictly like a straightforward level. So usually the general rule of thumb for Sonic games, at least in the classic 2D ones, is the top route is usually the faster route. Unless there's like routes like these where you gotta go like probably in the middle of it or something, and then you can just get to the faster route. So yeah, 28 seconds, pretty good. Okay, Starlight 3, the very start of the level, there is actually 2 frame perfect jumps in order to land on the seesaw. If I don't get it, then that's fine. I mean, we can still kind of play through the level normally. But if I can get this jump, that'll be pretty nice here.
You're gonna get it, guaranteed.
Okay, you were right.
Of course I was right.
So yeah, that jump is really hard to do because it's 2 frame perfect jumps. There's like a dip there. And Sonic will just like jump twice, and that actually saves like 9 seconds compared to like having to do like the over and around section. All right, this boss fight. I almost had him. Let's do this. So yeah, what I'm trying to do here, this is where like switching the controller grips comes into play. So I was doing the piano roll technique there because if you end up jumping as soon as you land on like the top part of the seesaw, you can actually get like a really, I don't know how to describe it exactly, like really big height, I guess. So it's like a frame
or something, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a frame perfect jump sort of, and that's where we utilize like 3 jump buttons to make sure that we pretty much jump on the frame that would land. I did this a little early. So we're going to be missing the early cycle here. And these are the ice cream sandwiches that we're going to jump on. They're not really called ice cream sandwiches. I really don't know what these spinning platforms are called. But
I will accept ice cream sandwiches. As someone who has never played a Sonic game in her life, they're ice cream sandwiches.
Let's see. So these invisible platforms, they'll come back on again. I'm waiting because the second set here usually doesn't spawn right away. So just kind of wait for that one to spawn. All right, these section here. Okay, gotta watch out for the flamethrower. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Quick hydrate there. Once we get into Scrap Brain 2. Okay, Scrap Brain 2, we kind of see in the background there's like a face that's kind of looking into our souls. That is Jurgen. I don't know how to spell it exactly, but I think it's like a European name. Starts with a J. That's all I know.
That's like some like Swedish stuff going on, Norwegian, I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
Just putting little dots over all the letters.
Yeah, that's it. I was just kind of seeing in chat about the ice cream sandwiches that I mentioned. Oh, wait till we get to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. There's going to be more food-related talk.
Oh, no. I'm so hungry already. All right, during our first break between the Sonic trilogy and Zelda II, I'm going to go make the quickest meal of all time.
Quickest?
AKA, I'm going to go stick something in the microwave.
Hey, I mean,
I don't know what yet, but something.
It's still something. All right, so here we have Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman, whichever you want to call him. I think Eggman is his Japanese name. Well, I grew up with Sonic back in the early 90s, and they always called him Robotnik, so I usually call him Robotnik. But I pretty much accepted Eggman as well, because it is his Japanese name, I believe.
Jurgen is German. There we go. Thanks, chat.
There we go. Yeah, that's it. All right, so this is Scrap Brain 3. This level is actually really short if you know where you're going. Otherwise, it would be like the longest level ever. But it's short because we're at the final fight now. All right, so we have Jurgen in the background. So now we have Dr. Eggman. So this final fight, the pistons that we see on screen. So the top ones are 1 and 3, the bottom ones are 2 and 4. As long as we let go of our inputs from hitting Eggman, the order is 4-3, 4-3-2, 4-2-1, 4-3. And yeah, he will be in that position every single time as long as you don't have any single inputs while hitting him. Now, if you do end up hitting an input somewhere during the hit, then the entire pattern will change and it is complete RNG at that point. You will not know which way he's going to be in. So it makes the boss fight a lot harder in that instance.
So just don't mess up.
Exactly. I got one more hit to go here. There we go.
Hey.
Now we're just gonna do something for fun. I'm just gonna do decapitación. And that's Sonic 1 done. Gonna go.
Ooh, that was speedy.
Now we're just gonna do a quick power cycle. We're gonna go right into Sonic 2.
So as we go into Sonic 2 here, do the 3 classic Sonic games kind of control the same, or are there just enough slight differences to potentially throw you off?
So Sonic 1, they do have speed cap on the ground. For Sonic 2, their speed cap is actually in the air. And also they have like spin dashing as well introduced in the game. Sonic 1 doesn't have spin dashing unless you play the 2013 version. Which I don't really see any uses for spin dashing in Sonic 1 very much because of how the level design is. But for Sonic 2, like it feels like it's made for spin dashing because that is like the main form of movement that we do for this game. And we also have Tails hanging out with us as well because we're going to be utilizing Tails for some of the tricks in this game. And then when we go to Sonic 3 Knuckles, yeah, we're just going to do solo Sonic for that one. So yeah, like speed cap is all different between all 3 games. So one's on the ground, one's in the air, and then Sonic 3 doesn't really have speed cap. You can actually control your movement in the air. Also, ouch. So like he has the Insta Shield in that game, and from what I thought it was the most useless move in the game, it actually is the most overpowered move in the game because not only that it protects you for like a few frames, it also expands your hitbox, which it actually helps out during the boss fights. So I actually messed up this fight pretty badly here, but that's okay because we beat him anyway.
GG.
All right, let's get Tails out of here and stand down. There you go. Give him aggressive head pats. Although it looks like I'm pretty much patting his ear at this point, but that's okay. All right, Chemical Plant 2. This zone, I actually like the music of it and the look of it. Like it feels like a really fast level. Like there's just, I don't know, it just looks so cool. Like I don't know how else to describe it. Here it's like Sonic is just outrunning the camera sometimes because we're getting like so much speed out of it. All right, so in Act 2, this is where we're going to be utilizing Tails. So there's actually 2 different tricks you can do here. One is called the El Pro trick, which is actually really hard to do, which saves about maybe 6 seconds or so. But this trick in particular, what it does is we're pretty much having Tails lag behind a little bit because we're going to be making him open a door right here while he's off screen. And that pretty much skips like 2/3 of the level practically. Otherwise, we would have to play through the entire level and it takes a long time. So Just do that little bit of a skip there. It may not seem like much of a glitch because we're not like manipulating walls or anything like that. We're just manipulating a character. So we just pretty much keep him off screen long enough for him to open it on the other side. Otherwise, there's like another way that we can open that door is by spin dashing into it. That is actually considered a glitch, which I have no idea how that happens, but that's what they said, like the community and all that. Okay, so we're heading into Aquatic Ruin. Actually, when I was mentioning about food in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I lied. This is also another like food level kind of. So like, this kind of reminds me of a taco. How, I don't know. Like, I guess if you look at it from like the ground, it looks like a taco shell, sort of. And then like the green part is like the lettuce and like this section here, you can kind of see it looks like a taco in a way. And then you got like berries on the bushes. I don't know what kind of berries those are, but they're just there.
I hope they're edible if this is a taco. But have you ever had a taco with berries? Maybe it's just like salsa.
It could be salsa. Maybe it could be
It's
like
little
tomatoes.
bits of salsa, yeah. We're already stretching our imagination with the taco tiles, so
Yeah.
why not have the berries be salsa?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, and here we got the, you know, like some Mexican restaurants have like the tortilla chips in different colors, like the red, the chips, the green chips, the black chips. There you go. There you go. That's it right here. So, okay, this is just the Mexican food area. So,
Pretty much. Oh my gosh.
you know, for those of you who may not watch Game Masters every week, I promise you it's not like this all the time. Though maybe it is. I leave it to the chat to tell me if it is actually like this all the time. And like along my own stream as well, kind of get a little unhinged from time to time.
All right, so that is Aquatic Ruin. Also, one thing to note here, whenever you see 10,000 points in the total or more, you kind of see like a tiny Sonic emblem there, or I guess Chibi Sonic in this case. That is actually a continue. So every time you get 10,000 points or more after finishing a level, you'll get a continue in this game, which makes things a lot easier in case you end up running out of lives. So you'll get a ton of continues in this. Just pretty useful if you're like starting out in the game and whatnot. Oh, whoops. We'll just take the elevator, no biggie. I'm gonna run out of speed shoes though. Just gonna do this, just get a good spin dash there, get a jump. Usually that jump never works. I'm actually surprised I got that jump there. So we'll take it.
So one of my favorite speedrunning phrases of all time is, you know, after you do something well, you do something on the first try or whatever, it's just, yeah, I'll take it, I guess. I'll take this first try.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Like, you can live with it.
I guess I can live with world record pace. Like, it's on the level of this run is trash moments before getting world record in something. It's like, oh, that's it, run's dead, and then seconds later, world record. Yeah, garbage run.
Oops. So yeah, what I did there was I did some pause buffering to maintain my verticals momentum, and I was able to object phase through a flipper there. I didn't quite get the clip in that one, but getting the flipper clip is pretty nice because, you know, you don't have to like wait for the chili dogs to get a bounce off of.
Dogs.
I mean, they look like chili
It just
dogs to
keeps
me.
happening. It just keeps happening. Is there anything in this game that's not food?
I don't know, actually. Maybe we might get to something that's not food related, but... Also, we look up there to despawn the animals faster. That is an RTA strat that we do. There's actually another instance where we do look up, and that's in Metropolis 3. So we got a bit of a ways until we get there. But here we have Hilltop. I don't know, like the music, it seems like they're having a conversation together. You know, some people say it's like a harmonica, some people say it's like a saxophone, or like a crying baby, like the baby rage emote. You can pretty much like, you know, pick whichever sound that you think may be like good for this kind of style. Okay, it's gonna do a little bit of smash there, take a damage boost, no big deal. And Tails is flying.
Hey,
wait, what? Tails? What are you doing?
Tails? Tails, where are you going?
He's
kind of just like walking around. Is that that seems a little strange?
That's not normal. Usually he does something else except not walk like that. But
Oh my gosh, have you ever seen that before?
not that. I have seen
Okay,
Stranger
there we
Things
go.
from
We did
Tails.
it. Lock it down. We got it. Run's valid.
Yeah, I guess that's never happened before, probably. But I missed the platform cycle there. That's okay. I'm gonna try to go for a unnecessary trick, but let's see. This is unnecessary here. Nope, didn't quite get it. So there's actually a mini zip you can do there without having to go up and over. It only saves 2 seconds, which is why I say it's unnecessary. But it looks really cool though. But here we have the boss fight. We got to make sure that Tails doesn't get any hits here. Otherwise, the iframes will go on his favor,
Wait,
and I will
Tails is
just go
getting
right through.
hits in the lava. What? Tails, what are you doing down there?
He's trying to contribute with dealing damage to Robotnik, but instead
I
we'll
guess
just
the
give
lava
him,
is fine.
yeah, we'll just give him aggressive head pats for trying. But yeah, if Tails ended up getting the hit there, I would be the one falling through instead of him. And there was only lava down there, so I would have been dead. But I mean, we had rings, but it wouldn't be a good fight anyway because we wouldn't get the 1 cycle. So Mystic Cave, yeah, I like the tunes to this game until we get to the invincibility there, which kind of takes away the music, but that's okay. But yeah, this section you can just kind of, oh, whoops. Need to get up there on the bridge and then roll. There we go. Yeah, there's like a tiny bit of a gap there. And in this section, we just got to watch out for this asparagus here to make sure that we don't get crushed. So we just have to do a quick spin dash and avoid that. I don't know, it looks like an asparagus to me. I have no idea what that is. It's not going to end with food, I can tell you.
No, it's not. It's that broccoli that's on the ground there.
All right, Act 2. This one's pretty straightforward. The fun stuff comes up once we get to Oil Ocean 2, so which is the next zone coming up. This one's just pretty much like glitchless movement. That was actually a really good jump there. I did like a 4-tap spin dash, and then I did a jump on the corner there when the ground starts sloping down. You just get like a ton of jump height there, and you can actually avoid the crumbling bridges. And then we just utilize the iframes to, it looks like the drill would have hit us, but since the iframes were active, we just stay fine, and then Tails is just kind of crouching there doing nothing. So yeah, that's roughly, I think, a little over halfway through Sonic 2 at the moment.
These are pretty quick. Is Sonic 3 like just a longer game in general?
Yeah, Sonic 3 is pretty long. On average, that game would take about just under 40 minutes. Sonic 2 usually takes me like 25-ish or so, and then Sonic 1 takes me about 20-ish.
Well, look at all this grape juice.
That is a ton of grape juice, yeah. Not the edible
What do you
kind,
think they're gonna do
unfortunately.
with all that? I don't know. It looks pretty tasty to me. This must be how all grape juice is made.
Yeah, I think so. This is like the grape juice factory.
Yeah. This is how juice is made, everybody. If you didn't know. If you ever like are driving or going anywhere and you see like these big towers with a whole bunch of, you know, steam coming out of them and like, you know, all these, you know, truss structures and pipes and everything.
Yep.
That's to make grape juice.
That makes a lot of sense now. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, we go through a lot of grape juice. So these factories are everywhere.
Okay, so now we have the pseudo supersonic glitch here. We're actually able to move a little faster. Oh, I hit the spring. That's actually not good. I'm going to take a death intentionally here. I'm going to try that again. We actually need that glitch to get to the boss room. Yeah, unfortunately, hitting that spring does send me up way to the top. And then since Sonic is hitting the screen boundary there, it does take away the glitch. I'm going to try this again here. There you go, that's better.
Woo! Whee!
All right, so now we're going to be approaching the end here. So it's like, how do you get through this? Well, we spin dash through, and now we're at the boss
What?
fight.
Okay, sure, why not? Just why the heck not?
And we get a one-cycle boss fight.
GG.
All right.
And
Well, at least
the
we got that
critters are
second.
free.
Well, we got that
Go.
first try.
Go eat all the grape juice. You're hungry.
All right, now we got Metropolis coming up, and each and every level of Metropolis does have a glitch in it. So there's first one, we're just gonna make sure that Tails is following, because we need him for this. Okay, so we're gonna stand right here. We're gonna be using Tails' tails as a visual cue. That's good. Yep, there we go. And we just do a thing called screen wrap because this level is infinitely vertical. And then we're just gonna head back to the beginning section here. And then we'll just do the level wrap this way. This is actually the slower variant of it. There is a faster variant that you can do. But it is not really soft lock potential. It's more like you can actually lose the glitch really easily. So we just do the slower route just to make sure that we keep it. So it's not too bad. All right, Act 2. There is a level wrap here. I'm gonna take intentional damage on the lava to stand on this platform. Go inside the wall here. Okay, there we go, got it. So pretty much what happens here is that Sonic is at the end of the level. We're just waiting for the camera to catch up, basically. And you know, once it catches up, then we can just touch the signpost and then boom, we're done. Okay, now this next level, this is actually a strat that was found sometime last year by Joey Baby 69. We can actually fight the boss from above. So if I can do this correctly here, gotta make sure Tails doesn't follow right away. Gonna set ourselves up on this platform here. Ah, I didn't get the jump off. So what I need to do is like when I land back on the ledge, I need to jump immediately. And that's gonna give me slope glitch. Let's try this again here. All right, that's better. Oh, what? That didn't work? That should have worked. Yeah, this trick can
I'm
be
trying to think of food here. So we got the little punchers in the back. They're making bread out there. That's what they're doing. They're pounding the dough.
Oh yeah.
And then the big spinny things in the back stretching the dough right there. And they're gonna make pretzels out of it.
This is the pretzel factory right here.
This is the pretzel factory.
Oh, no way. That was too far to the left for that one. So yeah, Metropolis 3 can be a little annoying to deal with. At least we're getting the trick here. Yeah, just gotta make sure not to go too far to the left. We just gotta be to the right a little bit.
This stage is pretty long. My goodness.
It sure is. Here we go. So yeah, this boss fight, it's a lot harder to fight him on the ground. So with the strat that we just did, we just fight him above him. Also, we gotta watch out for these eggs too.
Wait, are those also Eggmans? Or are they robot Eggmans?
They're balloons.
They're balloons. That's a fancy balloon.
Yeah, you can actually die to them too during the score countdown, which is why I stay in the spin dash mode for this.
Yeah, look at them all going.
They're trying to get me. Okay, so we have Sky Chase. This is a 2 minute and 6 second long auto scroller, or 2 minutes and 5 seconds, depending if you get the frame perfect spin dash here. So I guess for now, we're just gonna stand here for a little bit and just kind of chill.
Okay.
And
So,
yeah,
how's your evening going?
it's going pretty good actually. A pretty good night so far. It is Taco Tuesday.
Did you get tacos on Taco Tuesday?
I did have tacos on Taco Tuesday.
Okay, all right. You know, people say that, but then oftentimes don't get. I did not get tacos.
I mean, not the ones from Aquatic Ruin, mind you, but I did get some tacos.
Those would probably end. That would end poorly for you. We'd have to find someone else to come fill in for Zelda II.
And there is like water, taco submerged in water too. So I think they might be soggy at that point. So.
Oh yeah. Maybe you could dip it in the grape juice and it'll be a little bit better. Anyway, while we're doing this, I did want to remind everybody that Games Done Quick is hiring. We are looking for an event programming lead that will be responsible for the 10,000-foot view of our mainline event schedules. So if you are interested or know someone that is, go to gamesdonequick.com/jobs for more info. Now we seem to be landing on a large ship.
So this is Wing Fortress. This is pretty much the preview of the next level here. Also, we're going to take a look at this cloud pattern here. One of my mods actually pointed this out to me. So this cloud pattern right here, we like to call this Marge Kong. So it has a face of King Kong and the hair of Marge Simpson.
What?
I
can't wait to see this.
I
cannot wait to see this.
I actually have an emote of it. Yeah, it's like the face of...
Okay, are there any Sonic fans in the GDQ chat here who can put this emote in?
Yeah, I can probably...
Marge Kong.
Yeah, so yeah, he pretty much said, oh yeah, that's the face of Marge, or face of King Kong with the hair of Marge Simpson, like even though the top part is cut off. But ever since he told me that, I couldn't unsee it afterwards. And then I was like, you know what, let's make an emote out of it.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I didn't land on the platform. Okay. I think it was a little slow there. That's... We do this a little faster here because I think I just missed a cycle on the platform there. But it's fine. I mean, Sonic 2 can do that. I mean, especially with this level. This level is pretty much a huge pit anyway. Oh, oops. Okay, you know what? Let's
Very
see.
practical engineering here. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, we have to take the damage boost here, and then... Okay, here's the slope glitch that I was talking about with the second revision. You cannot do that in the original cartridge, only in the Classics cart, which is revision number 2. And I'm just going to set up slope glitch yet again on that zip line. I'm just going to go in here, and we're going to try to go to the boss room. Actually, let me try to set that up again. Go into this here. There we go. Oh, I'm facing right. That's not going to work. So I'm going to fail out on this. Oops. Yeah, this boss fight is... It could be easy or tough, depending on how the platforms are kind of positioned here. I have one more hit on this. There we go.
That was pretty good.
That's fine. We'll take it.
Pretty good.
All right. So now they're going to have a... I guess you can call this a cutscene where Sonic is chasing off after Robotnik here. Tails is back. His plane is completely okay. He just pretty much set up a jetpack on the bottom. So he's just going to pretty much bring Sonic up to Robotnik's ship here. And then
don't try this at home on your own plane. Don't stand on the wing top.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Otherwise, you know.
This is not safe.
And somehow Sonic is just really strong to hang on to this ship here. And on top of that, he can somehow breathe in space. So.
Well, he is a super Sonic. Oh, dang, we are going into space. I like this game now.
So this is the final level of Sonic 2. This is Death Egg. It's not really a level. It's just 2 boss fights here. And we don't have a single ring for it. It's 4 hits there. I gotta be careful not to get a soft lock or a hard lock. So I'm trying to delay my jump a little bit. Because if you end up hitting him like on the moment that he's changing modes to dash, then you can actually get soft locked or hard lock there. I'm gonna try to go for 12-0 here.
I love how silly Eggman is, where he's just in a giant robot that is himself. Like, it's not something else, it's just him in a robot that is modeled after him.
Yeah, he's very,
He loves the way he looks.
I think so, yeah. Very narcissistic, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
Also, this Death Egg robot fight is really hard, especially trying to get the 12-0 cycle here. I'm going to keep going for it, because why not? Six, 7. This might be 11 here. I just missed the last hit. That's fine.
Oh, barely.
We'll just get him right here. All right, that is Sonic 2.
GG. 2 down in under 45 minutes.
Now we got one more. And yeah, we're not going to be doing the wrong warp thing that we did at GDQX. This is going to be the full game here.
The wrong warp at GDQX was pretty cool, though. So
yeah.
head on to youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick, everybody. Or !YouTube. Go watch the VODs. I believe all the GDQX VODs are uploaded.
Yeah.
And public now. Ooh, look how fast you are. You're yellow.
And then Knuckles just appears out of nowhere. Takes our Chaos Emeralds, which we're not going to really care about because we don't need them. So yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is my favorite video game of all time and my favorite speedrun of all time. And yeah, this is pretty much like my main Sonic game that I've been running lately. Especially like the wrong warp strat that we recently implemented. So I mean, I pretty much do like both categories, whether it's like the regular glitch category or the wrong warp setup. Yeah, I just like this game a lot. Like, I just remember getting like Sonic 3 as a kid, like when it came out in 1994 during Hedgehog Day, which they replaced Groundhog Day with.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's because they released it in February 2nd, so they deemed it Hedgehog Day that day. And my dad took me to the Toys R Us at the time when it was still existing, like for the majority of it. Got me Sonic 3, and I just played this game a ton. And I still remember, like, all those years ago, like, I would have, like, the radio station playing in the background, and I'll just kind of play Sonic 3 during that. Back when, like, music was good at the time. Like, back in the 90s. And then eventually, like, about, I think 4 months later is when Sonic and Knuckles was released, and then that's when they introduced the lock-on technology. So you can actually, like, lock on Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 with Sonic and Knuckles. So if you lock on Sonic 2 with Sonic and Knuckles, you can actually play as Knuckles in Sonic 2. And then for this game, Knuckles is playable in Sonic 3. And he has like basically a slight difficulty curve as well, but his run is like a lot shorter because he doesn't have Death Egg in his run. So his run ends in Sky Sanctuary against Mecha Sonic. But Sonic has Death Egg, and so does Tails. And if we ended up getting all the emeralds in this game as Sonic, then you could play Doomsday Zone, which is an extra zone. That zone is actually pretty fun. And actually, Sound Defense did a Sonic 3 and Knuckles All Emeralds run with Tails back at this recent SGDQ. Tails speedruns are pretty difficult to do mostly because he doesn't have the insta-shield that Sonic does. But he does have a smaller hitbox, so monitor clip is actually a lot easier to do. And then Knuckles has a bigger hitbox, but his tricks are like a lot harder to pull off because it does utilize the glide quite a bit. And you can actually get like spike flips and whatnot. But with Sonic, yeah, it's mostly like going fast, and we have like the shield ability. So like Lightning Shield allows us to do a double jump, and it also attracts rings towards us. Bubble Shield allows us to breathe underwater, and we can actually bounce as well. And the Fire Shield allows us to do an air dash, and we're actually protected by fire. So those are like the 3 elemental shields. We're not going to be seeing Bubble Shield anymore, actually. We're going to be seeing like Lightning Shield and Fire Shield a little more. Also, we're in we'll just call this Splishy Splashy Fun Time Zone. Shout outs to Amber Cypern for creating that name. Because there's always that argument whether to call this Hydro City or Hydrocity, and it's always a never-ending battle. So I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Let's just call it Splishy Splashy Fun Time Zone, and that's like a very neutral name for this. So. Yeah, it's pretty silly, but it's funny at the same time because I know there's like they don't have a space like in between Hydro and City, like on the title card. I don't know. Some people are saying, "Oh, it's Hydro City" because you know, Hydro is water and City is city. And then Hydrocity. I mean, I guess it.
Well, do you see a city here?
I guess it's not really a city.
Do you see residences? Do you see the post office? Do you see any buildings whatsoever other than this brick structure of a facility?
Pretty much no.
That's leading me to Hydrocity. Where's the bank? Where's the church? There's nothing here.
That is a good point you bring there. Also, this does an intentional. Reason being is we are unloading Act 1 from Act 2. So we can do this level wrap here. Because if I didn't do that, I would actually get stuck. So did I get, okay, I got the spin dash here. Into the boss room, there we go. I'm just gonna hit Robotnik here, and then we're gonna stand on the Cyclone, and yeah, we're pretty much fine because the propeller is like directly in the middle, like in terms of the hitbox. So.
I appear to set off the chat on the pronunciation that, you know, given my ultimate authority as the host of Game Masters, the master of all games, and what I say goes while on GDQ. So while on Game Masters, while on GDQ, it is officially
all right, so it is decreed, so it shall be done.
Where are you?
I'm on the loop back area waiting for the camera to catch up.
So this is as fast as the camera can scroll. You're not actually moving, you're just waiting.
I'm just waiting, yeah, I'm like
there
right
you
here.
are, all right.
Yeah, so we're in the loop back area of this, so it's just like a bunch of access stuff. Also, I did not mean to go this way. I need to go up here. And then we're just going to be navigating through this area here. That oil doesn't kill me because it's not really active there. Let's see if I can get this boss fight here. This boss fight here can be a little tricky. Ah, I took damage. Okay, that's unfortunate. We'll try it again. Okay, if I mess up that boss fight again, we'll switch over to my backup file that I have. But we'll try it again. This should be fine though. So yeah, we're trying to fight the boss inside the wall. But unfortunately I took damage there, and that is an automatic soft lock. Okay. Well, we're not gonna be getting this trick, but we do have a backup for it. Because this level is infinitely vertical. So we can do a thing called screen wrap, which is like the vertical wrap. And there's like 3 areas that we're gonna be doing the screen wrap here. So we're gonna do it here first. And while Sonic is like off screen, that actually unloads hitboxes from some of the objects here. So we're gonna be seeing it on this one right here. Wait, I am actually not a big fan of Marble Garden whatsoever. Okay, there we go. Up inside the wall there.
How precise are these clips that you're doing at the just willy-nilly here every single stage, it seems like?
They're actually pretty lenient for the most part. There will be some tricks like later in the game where the window is a little tight to get through, but most of these are pretty lenient. All right, this boss fight. Okay, there we go. That's what should have happened. So yeah, we're inside the wall right now. I'm still in spin dash mode here because we're gonna get one more hit as he comes up. There we go. And then we're on the left side of the wall. We're going to take damage here after getting hit. There we go. And then get the last couple hits here. So you can kind of see where I am. I'm like right where that grayish block is, like on the right center. And the capital's right here, so I'm going to hit it. And the camera down and just do a quick left, right. And yeah, we're done with Act 1, even though we fought the Act 2 boss. And Tails is just there out of nowhere, really. Yeah, this is totally normal, by the way.
All right, that's why I thought this was like, honestly, like a pretty standard Sonic 3 playthrough. I was a little surprised that there weren't any shenanigans yet. So, Sonic, when are we getting to the shenanigans?
That's the start of it.
Okay, all right.
And now we got this coming up. So we have a thing called wheel glitch here. And we're just gonna go through here. And we're gonna be going to the boss fight. And we're actually sideways right now. We're just gonna be walking.
Wait, is that
along
how this
the wall.
level works?
Yes, this is as intended.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wait for this to go here. Also, I am not gonna be jumping because if I end up doing that, I actually lose the glitch that I have. And we actually need this glitch for Act 2, so we can do a roll, that's fine. All right, I think we have one more. There we go.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah, so wheel glitch, the way how I activated it, there's a wheel that we passed by and we touched it with Sonic's head. And that gave me that weird property of just kind of zooming down like after you walk off a ledge or something. With this glitch, we're gonna utilize it for Act 2. And since I had to back out of Marble Garden once through, there's actually some garbled mess that we cannot see on screen. It's like memory corruption. So I'm gonna end up getting stuck somewhere in the ceiling, but there is a way to get out of it. Also, maybe not actually, hold on. Maybe I can save this, let's see. It still have the glitch here. Okay, still have it. Oh, no, I don't. I went the wrong way. All right, that's fine. Well, unfortunately, that does take me back to Marble Garden, so we're just going to utilize my backup save here. Yeah, I was actually supposed to go the opposite direction, but since I got stuck inside the wall, it just completely kept me in there and I couldn't get out of it. But that's okay. We'll just do this again. No big deal. In case we missed it the first time. Also, the same thing is going to apply to this file as well. Because if we kept it like from the beginning of Angel Island all the way through, we wouldn't have to worry about the garbled mess that's like outside of the screen. So there's like this debris like in the ceiling that we physically cannot see, like up in the ceiling off. There's like this tiny gaps that you can go through just by spin dashing. Because for whatever reason, when Sonic is spin dashing, his hitbox is actually reduced. So you can actually go through those tight corridors. Oh God. I thought it was gonna hit that thing. Okay, Carnival Night's not going very well. But we'll make it through. No biggie whatsoever. I ain't sweating it. Just gotta get it right here. Okay, so we just do the spin dash just to kind of go upward a little bit. Because we need to be in line like where the boss is being spawned here. So. There we go. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, usually the Sonic 3 half is the more difficult half in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like once you get to the and Knuckles half of the game, which is Mushroom Hill onward, it actually gets a little easier. With a couple of exceptions, yeah.
And Knuckles is my favorite Sonic game.
It's a good Sonic game. Actually, interesting thing. So Sonic 3, the game by itself, even though it looks the same and everything, it is slightly different. So like the insta shield in Sonic 3 alone, it activates a little weirdly, like even though it is kind of the same way to do it, but it feels like it has a delay to it. And then some of the tricks are actually slightly different compared to like Sonic 3 and Knuckles put together. So this is like the definitive way to play Sonic 3, essentially. I mean, you can still do like standalone Sonic 3 runs, but I think it's a lot harder in my opinion. But... Okay, this is what I should have done last time. There we go. It's supposed to be upside down here, and then go through this way. All right, so this is the part here. I need to make sure. Come on, get on the corner there. There we go. Go up into the ceiling. Okay, so I'm holding right, and we're gonna start moving. Now I'm in spin dash mode, so I'm going through the debris there with the corridors. Then we're gonna get stuck somewhere. Right about here, I think. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna be pause buffering here to make sure I don't overshoot this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I think we're, no, one more. There we go. That's fine with me. Okay, we're approaching the boss fight. That was kind of a finicky way of getting there, but I had to make sure I didn't overshoot the pausing because the vertical momentum is really fast. So it's just taking the speed into the negatives. So that's why we just kind of pause buffer there a little bit just to make sure that we don't overshoot it. Okay, so we're done with Carnival Night. And after the score countdown is done, we're just going to reset the console for a cutscene skip. So we're just going to act like, you know, on this file here, it's just going immediately into Ice Cap. So Ice Cap, we have 20 seconds of the snowboard section. And, you know, we got the song called Hard Times by the Jetsons. Yeah, there is a glitch that we're going to do here. And we're going to try to attempt to skip the boss altogether. So essentially, we're going to be in Act 1 the whole time. Or we're going to skip the Act 2 boss altogether. If not, then we'll end up fighting it. It's no big deal. But it is pretty cool to get the boss skip altogether here. Okay, just gonna do this to get slope glitch here. 3, and then we're gonna roll. Okay, so now I'm gonna look for a penguin. It's gonna be really quick, so we may not be able to see the penguin in general. There it is. Okay, we heard the spring, so now we're in Knuckles' area. Okay, jump here. So I'm doing this all off screen, basically.
How do you keep it straight?
Yeah, there's like a lot of visual cues that we use to make sure that we're in the proper spot. Okay, we're gonna be catching up to Sonic.
I can't tell if we're scrolling left or right with the way we're going too fast.
Well, now the camera did catch up, and now we're going left. So we're at the loop back area. So what we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna go into the snow tunnel right here. We'll just take it the safe way. So this is the back end of the level, and the boss fight's like towards the left. So we just got out of there into launch base, not have to fight the boss. And now we're gonna be flying the birdie here. This is the flybot. So with this bird, we're gonna take intentional damage to go into the elevator and then set up a spin dash for it. So right about here, and then I'm gonna stand on the edge here. So you kind of see I have a spin dash now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't get the jump. So I tried to get a jump there. I was a little early on the jump, so I ended up getting a soft lock there. All right, we'll try it again. No big deal. So yeah, we pretty much utilize this bird to take damage into the elevator, and what we're trying to do is to level wrap to Knuckles' boss fight. And Knuckles' boss fight has like 2 different enemies, or 2 same enemies in there, but we're gonna kill off one of them in Act 1, and then save the second one for Act 2. And then we're just gonna be Act 2 in like a second, basically. Let's see if we can do it again here. This one's kind of tough, but 8, 4. There we go, that's better. That's what I wanted to do there. Okay, so we're just waiting for the camera to catch up, as always. And here we are in Knuckles' boss fight. Yeah, Sonic only fights one of these in his route. But since we're in Knuckles' area, we fight two. And then we're gonna fight these in such a way that I kill one of them at 1 minute flat on the IGT. There we go, like that. Leave this guy alive. He's glitched
yes,
out.
this part. Yeah. This is fine. He's just having a good time there.
Totally normal.
Why does that work at specifically 1 minute?
Because of the arm that's rotating on the boss. If it's at a bad rotation, then I'll end up dying towards it. And that'll take me to the regular launch base too. So that would be like 3 minutes lost there. If that happens. So yeah, that's why we specifically kill that in 1 minute on the IGT. Just so we don't get hit by that swinging arm. All right, this is the Ann Knuckles half. Welcome to Mushroom Hill.
Hi, Mushroom Hill. Oh, hey, Knuckles. Trying to act all stealthy there.
Yeah, he's trying to be all sneaky, but we're not going to go after what he hid there. We're just going to utilize a door to clip inside the ground, and then we're just going to go right about here. Oh, I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see. That glitched out the screen. That's fine. What I wanted to do there was I wanted to make the boss spawn lower than usual, but we're going to get the normal spawn for this boss. If we ended up spawning him lower, then we can actually finish up Act 2 really quickly. Because there's actually a strat in which you can skip the level, like you can skip 2/3 of the level. And the seasons don't change either. But in this case, we'll play through Act 2 glitchless. Or like one of the few levels that we will see glitchless in this case. Also, since Sonic is like standing against an object, he doesn't do his normal pose. He just goes into a walking animation. All right, Mushroom Hill 2. This level is actually pretty fun, like glitchless. Gonna head up top here. Bounce on this shroom 3. Oh, whoops. I was gonna bounce on it 3 times, but I guess we'll just use this mushroom instead. Because we need to get to that red spring. There we go. Okay, just gonna utilize the spring here and then jump. Oh, whoops. Oh, barely missed that. Saw a question in chat asking why is Knuckles hiding there? Well, he was hiding the super emeralds in there. That's if we had like all the chaos emeralds. So it's kind of like the extra special stages that we do. Okay. Gonna go up this thing. Gonna get the fire shield here. Hopefully we don't lose it. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then get the last 2 hits here. There you go. That's Mushroom Hill 2.
I don't like mushrooms, so this isn't like feeding my need to go get food. So at least right now, I'm feeling okay.
I mean, that's totally fair. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms either. So. All right, off to Flying Battery. And then we're going to set up for another trick here. This here is as intended. It's by design and it's intended. And there's actually an emote that we have like in the community where Sonic has this sprite for this is by design. Tails is the one, if he has this sprite here, it is called as intended. And for Knuckles, it is called and intended. So and so you say like it's as intended, by design, and intended. And this here, I believe Argic is the one that named this boss Mr. Tickles. I don't know why exactly. I think it's because, you know, the swinging arms there with the spiky ball. I guess they're ticklish or something. I don't know. I gotta ask Argic about that actually. But yeah, he pretty much hits himself. So on the last hit here, we're gonna be standing on the corner. And that gives a slope glitch here. And then we're gonna try to go for the top route here. If not, then we can go for the backup, which is the bottom route. This is pretty much why I needed the lightning shield as well for this. See here. Should be fine, I think. Yep, okay. Oh, maybe not. I'm like really prone to soft locks today in this game. That's okay, no problem. We'll just do as intended again. Oh, whoops. I want to go on the zip line right away. So we want to stand like on the edge of it right here. And set up a spin dash. Pause on the frame that you set up the spin dash, and that's how you get as intended by design and intended. We do need lightning shield, yes. I fell. Where did I fall to? Goodness gracious. See, this is pretty much where like everything just tends to go wrong, but it's still fine, basically. There we go. Okay. Let's not fall down again. There. Okay, jump down here. We don't want to land on that zip line. Okay, I guess in this case, we're not going to go the top route. We'll just go the bottom route instead. There we go. Also, I'm not utilizing the, like, oh shoot. This is fine. I was going to say I wasn't going to utilize the lightning jump, but I ended up doing it there accidentally. So I don't think it's going to change anything, but I think if I was going for the other like bottom route trick, then it would actually be a big deal if I did the lightning jump. Because for whatever reason, if you do like any sort of action with the shield, it actually manipulates the game's memory in such a way so that like some tricks can either work properly or they don't. It's kind of weird how this game works exactly, but
it's just that whole like frame, the entire boss fight, like I was cackling. I had to mute myself. I was laughing so hard at it.
It is a pretty
couple
funny
of like
sprite.
the little wiggly arms of the robot just mashing. It's just what a boss. What an amazing boss.
There you go. Okay, so we're going the other route here. And then that is not all. We're just going to go right through here. And then we're going to be jumping out of it. There we go. We don't need the lightning shield for this. It's totally fine. So we see the sky in the background. That actually is not supposed to be normal. We're actually inside the ship.
Wait, then why is there sky?
Because I glitched through it.
Wait, no way, you got through the laser? Oh my gosh. Like, okay, Sonic, you need to take credit for that. That trick is so hard.
It is hard because it is a pixel perfect, and I need to do a 9-tap spin dash to get enough speed to get past that laser. So the way how that laser skip works is you have the laser that's on and you have it just off screen enough so that I can object phase through it. So when you have enough speed from the spin dash, you can actually object phase through various objects, and like the laser in this instance. And it creates the glitched out clouds for a bit there. And now we have this boss right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, jump. And that's the boss fight. And we just take damage there to get rid of our ring so we have like a smaller time bonus finish. And we get a best up button with 4, 5, 6 at the explosions there from Robotnik. Okay, we're not going to be doing the reset here for cutscene skip because this cutscene is actually fairly short. And here we're on Sendopolis. I'm going to be doing a subpixel manipulation here in order to clip into that corner, and then we're already at the boss fight. We're just waiting for the camera to catch up again. So we do the 2-tap spin dash at first to go into the sandfall, and then once Sonic is back on the ground again, we do another 2-tap spin dash, and then we jump to where Sonic is pretty much stuck on the slope, and there will be instances where he'll either do the level wrap or he'll just like, it's like a 50-50 shot really, but this trick in particular, it is actually an 85% success rate. And this here is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And this is a very underwhelming boss as well, so we're just gonna be standing here for a little bit waiting for him.
I'll be staring at the cheese flowing down the background here in the waterfalls. The cheese.
That is cheese sauce, yes. And I guess the
And you're on
pyramid
a
is
giant stick of butter right here.
a giant stick of butter. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And maybe the little tower there is cornbread with some honey, dripping off.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Very well could be.
This is what's going through. You can see I have a one-track mind right now, Sonic.
Ever since we mentioned food.
Yeah. Which is why, chat, I'm pushing for Sonic to finish the run even faster.
I'm trying to.
Go, dang it, go. No more missed tricks allowed.
All right, so here on Sendopolis 2, we have the fire shield for this one. You can also do the lightning shield route as well, but the fire shield route is slightly faster in this case. So we're gonna go ahead and do, this is also an infinitely vertical level. Gonna get to the sandfall here, or sand slide. Get rid of the ghost, because since we freed them from the capsule, and I'm just gonna utilize the extra momentum there to clip through the ground. All right, I'm gonna try to go for a trick called loop clip here. Okay, stand on this, roll, get inside the wall.
What's that little ghost?
That name, ghost's name is called Teodoro. They get bigger as the lights dim. Also, I think I gotta do this again, actually. Wait, let me see here. No, we're fine. Okay, we made it back up here. I actually never made it up like that before, so that's actually pretty cool.
Good job.
Yeah, that was like a little bit of improvisation there. But essentially what we're doing is, this is actually an auto-scroller section with the sand rising. We actually skipped all of that, saving like roughly 2 minutes or so.
Whoa.
Hey, we don't need the fire shield anymore because we're going to be utilizing the insta shield instead. And as I mentioned, that the insta shield is actually very OP in this game. So like I was jumping straight up, and then I utilized the insta shield to actually move right. So it gets rid of the airlock. There we go. All right, so we're going to be approaching the boss fight here. Okay, we're probably going to be listening to a banger of a tune for this boss fight. There we go, music to my ears.
Best track in the game.
All right, so now we're heading into Lava Reef.
No!
So this level here, it may not look like much, but if you look at the ground, they kind of look like diced up potatoes or something like that. I think diced up or chopped potatoes. Then we got the lava. That could be like your hot sauce or habanero sauce, or I don't know, any sort of hot sauce, I guess. And then like the brown section, so like these brown steps here, they're like, I guess, slabs of steak, like maybe some sirloin steak or something like that.
They look more like, those specialty cookies that have like some sort of filling inside.
That works too, yeah. Oh, they got like the.
I promise I'm not going to be this down bad during Zelda 2. Which, if you're just joining us, Sonic is doing a RTA run of the entire original Sonic trilogy. And after this is done, we're going to go into a short break and then set up for Zelda 2 100% all keys. So that'll be a fun time.
Yep, and I think that might be my first time running a Zelda game at a GDQ, so.
Yeah, we're going to have to change your name. Legend of Supersonic. I don't know how many characters can be in a Twitch name, but
that's a good
we can
question.
fit something in there.
I'll have to look into that probably.
And you had to keep the underscore at the end. Fellow team underscore.
Yeah, the underscore is a must. 2, 3. All right, let me see if I can get this here. Of course. It's always when something goes wrong, I end up getting this trick. Because this is called the monitor clip. And this trick here saves over a minute. Also, I gotta pay attention to this timer here. 5, 6, and then we go. 8, 9, 10, 11, spin. Go to the tube, there we go. Didn't quite get the stair clip there, but we can get it on the second try.
Whoa!
Go into Knuckles' area, and then let's go past the blocks that Sonic cannot break physically.
That was incredible.
And here we are in Hidden Palace. Yeah, so we skipped a 2-minute boss fight, which is like an auto-scorer. Like you can't even hit the boss because the boss hits himself with spike bombs. So we don't want to sit through that. So we just kind of get through there with the stair clip into Knuckles' area. And here we have Knuckles. And we just say, oh no, just like in Sonic Adventure, whenever he takes damage.
Oh no.
It's like, oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ouch. He was not supposed to hit me. But that's fine.
He just gets up and Sonic doesn't finish the job. Classic video game protagonist.
So here we have
Letting him
Knuckles.
get away.
Yeah, so here Knuckles.
But is he air guitaring?
He was air guitaring, yes. He's telling Robotnik to put down his gigantic ream pop. But Robotnik is carrying it off, and he tries to latch onto it, but to no avail, in which we see the skeletal anatomy of an echidna, in which the back of his head is shaped like a butt. And here we are, doing the slinky. That is not a complete slinky. Let's see. Is this a slinky? Okay, we got 2 out of 3 slinkies. That's good enough. Yeah, that is the O-Zap. By the way, like when he's like getting electrocuted. Yeah, that emote that sound effect just posted.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we're in Sky Sanctuary. This level is actually really short. So once Knuckles jumps off here, we're going to spin dash off because we're going to be catching a cycle for this vine. Otherwise, we would have to wait for it to go back up or come back down rather. And now we need this lightning shield to do a lightning jump right here. So we basically arrived at the top of the level. So we went from the bottom to the top like right away. And we skipped like 2 optional boss fights as well. All right, so we're just gonna lose our lightning shield because we want to have insta shield for this fight. There we go. I like how we still like have food in the conversation for this. All right.
The giant pickle.
The giant pickle, yeah. All right. So we got one more zone to go. Heading right into Death Egg.
Is it always Death Egg?
Yep, the Death Egg has returned. Also, this trick here, I'm gonna try to go for a mini zip. I'm doing specific movements here, and I hope I can get through the wall in this section. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that saves 30 seconds, which is a huge time save in this level. And this right here is Graviton. There is a Graviton skip you can do here, which saves about an extra 7 seconds, but it is like a soft lock potential. So you just got to push these buttons to red to open up the door. If you're pretty much like lined up to where the door is coming down, that actually causes a crush death if you get there, because crush physics are very weird in this game. So that's why we try to go lower to where the door is opening. And now we're going to be approaching a very annoying boss fight. This is going to be Red Eye. Red Eye is very stupid because this is a 2-phase fight. And this first phase, this section's RNG because it doesn't know which one actually blows up first. Now we got second phase coming up here. 1, 2, 3. Just gonna go right in. All right. Now we got one more level to go. Death Egg Act 2. And we're gonna be doing something similar to
Hydrosity.
I'm like trying not to say it.
Hydrosity.
So yeah, we take an intentional death to unload Act 1 from Act 2. So I was like I didn't want to say Hydrosity. I was like, it's like, how do I say this?
Just say Hydrosity, let it go.
Oh my gosh.
To all of the Sonic speedrunners, it's Hydrosity.
Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to clip inside the wall. So we do a spin dash pause. If I can get it here. There we go. Second pause there. And while Sonic is off screen, there's an instance where the screen starts shifting a little quicker. And that's when we have to like clip inside the wall that way. So like right about here, which I didn't quite get. That's fine. Oh, come on. Okay, let's try this again here. This trick is very hard, and it's towards the end of the run, too. There we go.
I'm gonna go make a poll. I can't make a poll. Shoot. I was gonna make a poll. Is it Hydrosity or Hydro City? And I'll have strong words for, yes, I'm influencing the poll via manipulation, via fear-mongering. If it's Hydro City, you are wrong, and there will be vast consequences of which I have no power to implement.
Oh, dear. Oh, so this is a Uwu Bull. Don't make fun of his movies, he'll try to fight you. It does the Uwu sound, but we call him Uwe Bull. That one film director that makes like very terrible movies. And we got one more hit. Also, like that boss fight it's really easy as long as you do the thing that I just did by spin dashing into the cart. However, if you do miss one of them, it does make the fight a lot more difficult. And we also do a spin dash before this fight here. So there's like those two blocks at the end. There's actually no collision there, so we can actually fall through and die. But we utilize that to have a much faster phase 2 fight. So this is phase 1 right here. This one can either be done in 3 or 4 cycles. This will be a 4-cycle fight. All right, this is phase 2. And then all of a sudden the collision is back. All right, so this is the last fight. Time is gonna come up on fade out. 4, 5, 6.
There's that big crystal.
7, and there we go. And that's time.
GG, well done, Sonic.
Whew.
Unfortunately, it looks like I'm losing the poll, but over a third of chat's hydrosity believers. And while, yes, looking at the Japanese pronunciation of something can really make some people think a certain way, I'll have you note there's this thing called localization, where names get updated versus, what something may be called in Japanese. So I'm not going to get into that whole argument. I'm just saying it's hydrosity, okay? GG, Sonic. I'm not going to take away your thunder as you finish the run. That was an incredible performance on and Knuckles.
Oh, it's all good.
So,
yeah, I mean, we still made it under estimate, which is pretty nice. I mean, we had a little bit of hiccups here and there with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but that's the nature of the game. It is a very difficult run, but I do love this game very much. I was very honored to be able to showcase this at GDQX last month, actually. And of course, here at Game Masters as well, as part of the trilogy run. So we get to see like 3 Sonic games. I mean, I know CD wasn't part of the trilogy because, it came out on Sonic CD or Sega CD, and I don't have a Sega CD. But they did make the rules for like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles. So you get to see all 3 games done in just under an hour and a half. So it can be done.
There you go. You literally just did it. So what's the world record for all 3 of these games RTA?
I think it is 117 by Eandis. I had the world record before at 119. He beat it recently because he had like a really better Sonic 1 than I did.
Awesome.
And then we had
ridiculous.
Yeah. So he got it recently, but yeah, he's actually the main world record holder for all the Sonic games at the moment, I believe, in terms of like the main trilogy. So yeah, and it's a fun run. Like, it's 3 games, which can be pretty daunting at first because, in case you have mistakes made in the middle of it, but it's no big deal because there's always time saves all over the run. So it's not optimized by any means because there's a ton of time save in this category. So we'll see how far we can push it down. But at the moment, I'm mostly doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles runs. And yeah, with that being said, I'm not going to do my outro just yet because I got one more run to do.
Yeah, we got more time for you to plug yourself. I mean, everybody should go follow Supersonic here at twitch.tv/supersonic_. But we're going to be going into a short break here as we get set up for Zelda II, everybody's favorite Zelda sequel. Song's going to be bringing you the 100% all keys category. What does that mean? Well, we'll find out after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Yep.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. I am your host, Kiara_TV, and you're watching Game Masters on the GDQ Hotfix. And Sonic just showed us an awesome Sonic trilogy set of runs that was absolutely incredible. And I think Sonic was saying this is the first time he's run a Zelda game here on GDQ, so I'm super excited to see it. Before we do, I want to remind everybody that your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support GDQ Hotfix. So if you enjoy watching speedruns, consider subscribing to the channel to get access to our emotes and chat with our subscribers during our replays. Without further ado, Sonic, this is the 100% all keys category. So what makes it are the keys not 100%? How do these 2 terms interact? As someone who has never played Zelda II, see, I just get people on for games I've never played because I want to watch people crush them, so I don't have to.
Yeah, so the all keys category, basically there are, I think it's either 31 or 32 keys in the entire game. So we grab every single key in all of the dungeons. There are 6 dungeons in this game, plus the final dungeon, which is Grand Palace. So every time we get all the keys as well as all the items in the dungeon, usually there's only 1 item in the dungeon. So it would look like the dungeon is crumbled into rubble. If we didn't grab all the keys or if we didn't get the item, then the palace will still stay standing even if we beat the boss. So essentially, we're just going to be destroying all the palaces and then, head over to Grand Palace and fight our dark self here. So, yeah, we're going to be grabbing all the items, all the spells. Levels do not apply to 100%, which is kind of interesting because...
That's honestly nice.
Yeah, so for the levels, we have 8 levels maximum for each stats, but we're only going to be maxing out attack stat first. And then potentially we may max out the magic stat as well. And then the life stat, it's only going to be at level 6. So that's the only exception for like not being part of the 100% category. But we just need to make sure that we get all the items in the dungeons as well as like in the overworld items and getting all the spells. I believe there's like eight spells in the game. And get all the keys, which is like, as I mentioned, around like 31 or 32 keys. So that's pretty much the category on how it goes. So we'll see what we can do with that. All right, I just got to make sure that I have my, because I'm following like a leveling guide here. Sometimes I forget which stats I have to level up. So I'll probably be glancing at that here and there. But with that being said, we'll go in on control of Link. I'll just say go, and then we'll start the time. And go. Thank you. All right, so Zelda 2. So as you can see here, we have an overworld map here. This also has like 2D elements as well, like the side scroller stuff. This game is considered probably like the black sheep of the Zelda series at the time, mostly because of like how difficult the game can be. However, this game, it is a very difficult game, but this is actually my favorite Zelda game, honestly, in terms of like the 2D Zelda games. It's just very unique, especially like how you have like RPG elements in the game, and like the combat is very different compared to like the original game, like the top-down versions of the, like, you know, like Zelda 1 and Oracle games like Link's Awakening and such. Also, I'm getting like a lot of bad encounters here early on, but that should be fine. So we have to go to this cave here. We don't necessarily have to go here. I usually like to go here because we want to get the trophy out of the way. And it is dark in here because we do not have the candle yet. Once we get the candle, then the caves will be lit up. I'm gonna go ahead and destroy that Gorilla there. Grab this trophy, which we will be using for a town later on. A big jump here. I just gotta watch out for that bat.
So when did you start playing Zelda 2?
I started playing... so speedrunning wise, I started learning this game about a couple years ago. It was very recent, actually. One of my good friends, the Cheeseball81, she was the one that taught me how to run this game. Like, she would actually sit with me in a Discord call, going over strats, teaching me like the combat of the game, when to level up, what items to grab and such. So huge shout outs to her for teaching me. She's like my sensei for this game. And plus, like, so when me and my cousin, when we were kids, we played this game. It took us 7 years to beat it on and off.
7 years.
It took us 7 years to beat the game because we tried to beat the game together. Like, we would always take turns and whatnot. But we just couldn't beat the game at all. Like, even though we had like max stats and everything, like we would just end up getting a game over somewhere. So funnily enough, like, we ended up beating the game, and when I started to learn the speedrun of it, I felt like the speedrun is so much easier than playing the game casually.
There's a lot of times where I feel that is the case.
Yeah. So I find this game a lot easier as a speedrun. For the most part, it does seem pretty straightforward, but the only thing we gotta pretty much keep in mind is like the leveling, because we need to make sure that we have the proper experience points to level up, and like when we have to grab those experience points. Also, sometimes my NES likes to do this sometimes, but I try to go for a tile skip here. So there's like this mandatory encounter, even though it's not really an encounter. It's just like we just see bubbles here. I like to call this Soda Lake, from, you know, kind of like in Mario World, sort of.
Yeah. It's all bubbly.
Yeah. So here we're just gonna grab our heart container. Yep, Stonehenge, exactly.
I'm not sure why it made its way here, but, you know, why not? Why not?
That's another thing too. We got to get all the heart containers and all the magic containers. That's part of the 100% requirement. So we start off with 4 each. So there are 4 heart containers and 4 magic containers in the game. So for a maximum of 8. Getting like really bad spawns here earlier, but that's okay. We should be fine. Also, these bots are very annoying because they're very random. Like that. They just pretty much jump at you. Okay, I'll just take the damage boost off that.
Oh, this looks terrible. Oh my gosh.
That was a very horrible pattern. And it again. Okay. We'll just do that. It's fine. There's a fairy in the first dungeon. We'll grab that. Okay, so here's our first dungeon here.
Now get ready to bop.
Yeah, these enemies are called tin suits. They look like rats wearing armor. And if you end up getting stabbed by them, you actually lose 10 experience points each time. So you just gotta be careful not to take damage off of those.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the first key here. Yeah, a lot of these keys are pretty scattered about. That's a Stalfos there. We're not going to level up just yet because we're going to need the experience points for attack. So these bots are not in a good spot here, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill them off. Yeah, kind of see me doing like a jump and then I'm crouching and jumping, or like crouching and stabbing. That's just to keep my momentum going. That way I don't have to like slow down there. Okay, just gotta watch out for the bubble. Those things take a lot of stabs to kill because we're at like a very low level right now. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this Stalfos here. And we're actually gonna skip this one. And there's another Stalfos that's coming up. We're gonna skip him too because we're gonna manipulate a drop that we need. And I'm hoping to get a points bag, or we call it P bag for short. They'll give us 200 experience points for it. And we just need one of those. If we end up getting two, that's great. But if we end up getting the red jar, which will fill up the magic completely, then we're going to have an attack 3 run at that point. Which we can still manage.
So it's just 200 XP at a time, or does it like progressively go up?
It's progressively going up, yeah. So we have a Chewbacca here.
Oh, it's just a hammer bros, so you know this well.
Yeah. All right, there we go. We got the 200 points for attack. So right now it's going to stay at 50 because the life level up is the lowest one. I'm going to get rid of that bot because I'm at very low health here. I am going to grab the fairy first. Going to get rid of these tin suits. Yeah, so in the beginning, life is at 50, magic is at 100, and attack is at 200. So attack is, of course, like the most expensive stat in the game in terms of experience points. We're not going to kill him just yet. We're going to do a little bit of bonk to manipulate this bubble here. And yeah, every time we have like full health, we have beams. And the beams doesn't travel very far, but it can help out quite a bit. Okay, so we're just going to utilize the beams here. There we go. That was pretty smooth.
Is this the first game to feature sword beams?
Zelda 1. Zelda 1's the first one.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was in that one or not.
Okay, that P bag did fall down, but we'll get it back. It's going to respawn over there. All right, we got Chewbacca again, or Hammer Brother. Yeah, apparently the Hammer Brothers grow a lot of hair, so. This is the Iron Knuckle. So we just had to jump and slash him. Okay. Oh, probably something I didn't mention. This game does have flashing lights, so probably put a flashing lights warning on there. I forgot about that. Okay. Now we're gonna carry on here. There we go. See what these bots are going to be. Okay, they actually stayed on the left side. That's good. We're actually going to intentionally bonk here to make sure this fast bubble over here is not going to hit us. Okay, now hopefully we can get our drop for this guy. Which is a P-bag. Very nice. It's the one we needed. If we get a second one, that would be even better. But we're good with one. So now that we have like a attack level up, the Stalfos only takes 3 hits to kill this time instead of 4. deal with this Dark Nut or Iron Knuckle. Dark Nuts are in Zelda 1. They look like the same enemy, but just different name. And there's our second level up. So now we got attack 3. So we can actually exit out of Palace 1 with attack 4, which is great. Attack 3 is still manageable, but ultimately attack 4 is pretty much where we need to be. And there's the other Iron Knuckle here. Okay, that's a red jar. That's fine. So here's our first boss. This is Horsehead. As his name implies.
He is, got a horse. For a head.
Yeah.
This is the one that is in the Nintendo World Championship, isn't it?
That is correct, yep. All right, now we place the jewel on the pedestal, and that is Palace 1, and we get like a very crazy looking color there for Link. Because my Famicom is acting up a little bit. That should be fine though. It's mostly the RGB mod that I have. Oh dear. I'm getting like really bad encounters on this one. Okay. Let me just... Yeah, let's Link be red a little bit there. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, now as you see that we got the candle, so now the caves are lit up. Okay, so since we already got the trophy from the cave that we went to earlier, we can just go straight to the town and we're going to deliver it to the person that is looking for said trophy. And our reward for doing that is getting a magic spell. So pretty much we got to do these tasks for these people, and in return we end up getting a magic spell for it. So yeah, they have like the town names like Rauru and Saria and stuff like that. I don't remember the town names for this, so this is just called Jump Town because we're getting the jump spell for this. The first town that we went to, that was Shield Town. Kind of make things a little simplified.
So is this magic spell any good?
So jump spell makes us jump a little higher. So this does come in handy for a few instances. So we're gonna set it to jump there. So as long as we have it highlighted, we can actually cast it right now, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. We're gonna cast it once we get to the cave that's coming up. All right, now let's go down. And this is called Jump Cave. Now we got these Octoroks here. Go ahead and get rid of them. Korea is going to be throwing his boomerangs at me. Gotta block that off. I'm going to wait to level up to Life 2 in just a moment. That guy's just going through the ground. Okay. Okay, almost there. Now we're going to cast Jump right here. Yeah, this section here, we cannot jump there normally without it. Okay, now we're outside here. Yeah, we're probably going to be getting a lot of encounters since we got like really bad spawns there. We're going to level up life here. So now we can take like a little more damage. I'll also level up magic here too. Okay. So now here, hopefully our spawns are okay. No, they're not. Get away. Oh dear. Okay. So now we gotta find Bagu. So this is Bagu right here. Yeah. We just talked to him. We just opened up the text box and then let's exit out immediately. So there's a reason why we talked to Bagu that's all the way out there in the forest. There's gonna be a guard in a life town that we're heading into. If we know Bagu, he will allow us to cross the river. If we didn't know who Bagu is, then he will not let us cross the river. So that's why we got to find out where Bagu is. So we wouldn't know that generally as a casual player. But in the speedrun route, yeah, we know Bagu. No big deal. Also, we're going to go into this house right here. We're going to look under this table, which contains a mirror for whatever reason. I have no idea why the mirror is over there. The reason being is this lady that lives in this gigantic house dropped her mirror in that house that we just found it on. I mean, what was she doing over there? We have no idea. She just lost her mirror.
Maybe she was, maybe the reason she has a big house is, you know, she took up a life of crime, stole from everybody else.
Could be, yeah. That could definitely be a thing for sure. Now we get the life spell here. This will actually recover 3 bars of health. So yeah, we already got 3 magic spells already, which is pretty nice. We're not even in Palace 2 yet, because we still have plenty more to do on our way to Palace 2. And since I'm not too comfortable with where my health is right now, we're going to go ahead and actually we're going to cast life here. Talk to this old lady to recover our magic. And if you talk to the lady in red, she'll recover your health. And this is the knight that tells us, oh, you know Bagu? Then I can help you cross. Here we go. And thus, we have a bridge. You can actually die in the water there. It's pretty funny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it does
That's
cost
horrible.
a life. This game is pretty ridiculous on its own. And now we're heading into Death Mountain. Gonna go ahead and get rid of these guys. I'm just gonna keep an eye on my XP as well. Ouch. Okay. So yeah, this is literally a maze. But luckily I know where to go in this instance, so we're not gonna get lost. Although that gorilla decided to not play nice there. I'm gonna wait for these Octoroks to throw their rocks there. Oops. Hey, weird colors again. My NES is really struggling here, but that's okay. We should be fine. Also, this guy here is a Daira. He gives a lot of XP, so we're going to go ahead and get life 3 here. Okay, this should be the dead Cheeps. Oh, whoops. Oh gosh, here we go. Yeah, since they're hitting me, they're like undead creatures, so if they touch me, then I lose my experience. So that's actually not good that I got hit there a few times. But we should be fine though. We already have like the level ups that we need. I kind of like
this color palette for Link here.
It does look pretty interesting, huh? That right there was a red Daira. The red Daira, what they do is they actually read your directional inputs, like as you're moving. So when you try to fight them, you have to like let go of the D-pad for a little bit, just so he doesn't read them. But the orange ones, they just kind of slash at you. So it's like, there we go. I'm just tanking these hits right now because there is going to be a red jar coming up pretty shortly. I'm just going to utilize that to recover my health. I'm going to grab that P bag there. Get those level ups so that way we can keep our attack points at 2,000. Oh, so that's... Got watch out here. Ah, he got me. I tried to recover my health there, but I did a little too late, so... That's okay. There's just going to be 1 life short, unfortunately, but that should be fine because we will be getting 1-ups in this game. I'm going to highlight life again just in case. Okay, we're just going to do that and then grab the red jar, which completely fills up our magic. We're back at full health and full magic right now. Come here. Okay, that red bat was in a really bad spot there. Yeah, the blue jar, that'll only recover like one box of magic. So we try to go for the red ones instead. And then like the pea bags that they drop, it's 50 for small creatures or small enemies and 200 for big enemies. Ooh, whoa, that was close. Alright, we'll just go ahead and do this. Okay, this thing on the ground here, that is called a Mew. Not like from Pokemon. That thing, it has a very tiny hitbox. You can actually stab them without the down stab, which we will be getting very soon. But yeah, it is very annoying to deal with, and they have pretty much like the same movement as the bots do. All right, now we get the hammer. So the hammer, what it allows us to do is break boulders on the overworld maps. Like there's like no boulders to break in the 2D segments. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and let this guy drop there. And since we did kill off the Dairos already, they're not gonna be spawning here. Usually the smaller enemies will respawn, the bigger enemies, they don't necessarily. Okay, so now we just got to exit out of here. Okay, which way is this bat gonna go? You're going left. Gonna go ahead and stab him. I'm also gonna refill my life bar here in just a moment. And then we go whee! And grab our magic truck.
Woo! I know that room. That's the post-spore spawn room in Super Metroid right there.
Yep. So now I'm just going to be entering and exiting these entrances here, just so we can reset our step counter to avoid enemy spawns. It is actually slow to do it that way, but it is safer because we don't want to get any encounters here. Okay, so we are done with Death Mountain. Now we're just going to carry on this way. Okay, we're still pretty good on XP right now. Okay, then the next screen, this is like the extension of Soda Lake. Then we're gonna have the Daira here. Sometimes the bubbles will be in a bad spot. I'm actually gonna just get rid of them. There we go. He was not playing nice. Okay, now we got a doll of ourselves. There we go. That is a 1-up, by the way.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah, I think there's like 6 or 7 1-ups scattered throughout the entire game. So, because there's no other ways to get 1-ups in this game. Like, there's like no coins you have to grab or anything of that nature. I'm gonna try to see if I can. I try to avoid the encounter there. Okay, so we're gonna get these encounters, which is fine. Life up here. There we go. Okay, so now in this section, we're going to be grabbing the medicine, which is for like one of the townsfolk. Go. There we go. Okay, so grab the medicine. And get that red jar too, so we can get full magic again. Okay, now we gotta go past the bridge. Oh gosh, there's so much going on the screen there. We're gonna walk this way. And since that blue jar dropped, they actually drop every time we kill 6 enemies in this game. So whether it's like 6 small enemies or 6 big enemies, they will give us a drop, whether it's like a jar or a pea bag. Okay, so now we got that. Now we're gonna head over to the town, which gives us the most overpowered move in the game, which is the down stab. And we're pretty familiar with the down stab in Smash Brothers.
Oh,
Yeah, it
is
is
the origin. Oh.
This is the origin of where the down stab came from. Yeah, let's go ahead and heal up our health here. Why not? It's fine. I do need to cast jump in the next screen here because we're going to be going into a building that's on the 2nd floor. I'm going to go ahead and cast jump, go into this building here. And instead of seeing a wizard, we're going to be seeing a knight in here. And this knight is going to teach us how to do the down stab. So when you jump, press downward to stab. And thus, we got the most overpowered move in the game. Now we can down stab.
Does this do what I think it's going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm very happy.
Okay, yeah, my magic is a little low, so I'm going to go ahead and refill magic here. Why not? And then this old lady, we're delivering the medicine for her. That's the medicine that we got in that cave. So now in this, we are going to be getting our next spell, which is the fairy spell. The fairy spell is also a very broken spell in this game. It actually allows you to go through locked doors. But since this is the all keys category, we don't need to do that to like get through the doors, like using the fairy. But it is pretty funny just to see that because the hitbox is so small. Okay, so now we got all that done. There's still one more thing we got to do before we head over to Palace 2. We're gonna go ahead and get these spawns here. It's just all crowded up. Also, anytime you get an encounter on the road, it's just a half screen. And there's like no enemies there either. But if you're like on any other tile, then there's always going to be like some sort of enemies that's approaching. Okay. Yeah, this is the down stab. There's also the up stab in this game too. Also, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna grab the heart container as a fairy. So what that allowed us to do is it actually skips the like Link holding up the heart container. So we just grab it as a fairy. And it saves like a couple seconds doing that. All right, what kind of spawns are we getting here? Oh, that's pretty bad.
These seem impossible to dodge.
Yeah, these spawns are pretty terrible here. Okay, we got onto our road, so that's fine. Okay, I'm actually gonna go up here. Yeah, there's Palace 2.
I do like how you could just run away from the battles super easily.
Yeah.
Just go off screen and you're done.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. Finally in Palace 2. Oh, we still...
I'd never see the day.
Right. Yeah, so we got a few spells. We got the down stab. Oh, that was really cool. I didn't think that beam was going to kill all. Yeah, we still got to level up our attack, though. So we do need attack 5. And then we're going to be skipping levels to get attack 6 at the end of Palace 2, so. Gotta watch out for these Chewbacca's here. Also, this is the game where the temple music from Smash Brothers comes from. Oh, whoops. Oh, okay. I didn't want that guy to shoot fireballs there, but that's okay. All right, so now we're going to head upward. We're actually going to go left here. Gonna try to get some enemies kills if I can, just to get my XP up. Okay, we got the blue Stalfos. They tend to jump around a lot, even when you're trying to stab them. Okay, there we go. Getting closer to our level up here. Okay, now we got... Let's go ahead and get rid of that snake. Go up. We don't need to go to the right. There's nothing over there. It's mostly just going left for the most part. I'm just gonna get rid of the Stalfos. Yep, that's my drop. I'm just 1 point short. Wow. There we go. That fixes it. All right, there's my level, or attack 5. You gotta watch out for the floating heads. They always respawn. Also, I gotta watch out here because these bots have a mind of their own. Luckily, they actually just jumped away. We're just gonna go ahead and ferry this section here. Yeah, usually we want to grab the key and then ferry because you will get a magic jar coming up very shortly. Or you can also get a level up too, whichever works. Yeah, am I gonna get lucky with the red jar here? Nope, not yet. That's all right, we're gonna get it right here. Right in that statue. There we go. There's a red jar. That's a red jar every single time. So there will be some instances where it's a 50-50 or even like a 33% chance that you get a jar to drop there on a statue. Okay. We call it the never jar because sometimes it doesn't want to appear, or you get like a iron knuckle that shows up, or there's just absolutely nothing. So these blocks is like a prelude to the item that we're going to be grabbing here. Get rid of this red iron knuckle. There's another one right here. I'm going to get my level up, which I'm going to skip actually. And we get the glove. So the glove allows us to break blocks. So those blocks that we saw dropping down from the ceiling, we can actually break those now. Go ahead and grab that. Let's get that level up. So now we have our points set for attack 6. So by the time we finish this palace, it'll count up to 3,000 points. And then we'll be able to get our attack 6 level up. Also, that floating thing is called the Moa. It just dropped flames. Yeah, we'll just take damage and then... Okay. The flames just didn't want to cooperate there. Okay, we don't need to, like, really kill enemies at this point here. We just gotta survive. We already have our required point total. Okay, I got the bubble here. They still take a lot of stabs to kill. All right, we're not gonna go down the elevator just yet. We're actually gonna keep going right. Because we have a key to grab here. Drop 1, and then we're good to go. Grab our key. Now we're gonna head back to the elevator. Out for that bot. Oh gosh, I thought that was... I kind of wanted to grab that, but it's like, nah, I already have the points that I need. Okay, now this section... Let's just get rid of that guy. There's actually a red jar hidden in those columns there. We don't necessarily need it, actually. Go ahead and get rid of this red iron knuckle. Is this one going to be a drop? I'll grab it. Okay, now we're going to fight an enemy called Helmet Head.
Let me guess. Okay. I get it. Oh, there's a guy in there.
Yep. And he's done.
GG.
Grab the key. There we go. And that's Palace 2. And we're actually going to set it to Fairy. You can actually menu during that little cutscene there. Because we're actually going to be utilizing Fairy later on. Big guy got me. All right, get our level attack 6. One time when I was doing a run of this, I did miss level one time and it was pretty bad. So I got to make sure that I have it highlighted to attack and nothing else. So I'm kind of glad I didn't make that mistake there. Okay, I'm just going to go into the grass here. It's going to be more spawns probably. Yep. Okay, so now we're going to go straight to Palace 3. We're probably getting another encounter here. Yep. Got a bunch of them that time. There, we gotta go to the graveyard. And what we're going to be doing is going to enter this and exit just to get our spawns. And whee! Into a fairy. Ow, I got caught by the corner. So yeah, that's the reason why I highlighted the cursor to be on fairy, so that way I can cast it right away in that section. Now we don't have to worry about the jar there because we're going to be getting a red jar right at the start of Palace 3. There we go. Oh no, we got the iron knuckle instead. That should be fine. We're going to level up for Magic 3 anyway. So you kind of notice that I kind of stabbed the wall, like while I'm in the elevator. That's to kind of push me towards the exit, basically. Kind of like it saves a few frames. And there's our magic level up, so we got full magic again. So yeah, anytime you level up magic or life, that'll refill your entire bar, which is pretty nice. Got the muse here, got the tin suits there. Okay, got the Moa.
I know you said the speedrun is easier, but this still looks really hard.
It is still a hard game, even as a speedrun, but like, I've been playing this for, casually. Like I played it for a lot of years, but in the speedrun sense, I've been only running it for, I think, since 2020 or 2021. I don't remember which year exactly, but and it's not like really my main game either. I'll just run it like, I was cool. I'll just run it like, you know, on special occasions or anything like that. Big jump. Yes, usually you want to cast jump there to get over that gap, but you don't necessarily have to do that. As long as you're like able to jump at the edge there. Yeah, we just go outside for like a brief moment just to grab a key.
We need all those keys. Remember, this is 100% all keys.
Yep, and that guy stabbed me. I'm gonna go to the right side first. And then we got the statue heads. I don't know what kind of animals those are. I thought they were bulls at first, so I always call them like the Chicago Bulls, but I think they're a different kind of animal.
I'll just see it next time you run across one. Give you some new lore.
Oh, the bot!
Oh! Oh, that looked like it was painful.
The bot just jumped right into me.
Do I get to see the statue again? No.
Oh yeah, we'll see it like when I go back.
Yeah.
This is why the bots are the most annoying enemies in this game. They're
that one was just like taking one for the team there. Loved it.
Yeah. Luckily, we got the one-ups there, so we're fine. Oh, so that technique is called the jackhammer.
You got a raft or a pan flute. I don't know.
It's a raft, yeah. We only use it like once. In the overworld, just to get to the other side of Hyrule. I'm gonna watch over these bots.
I love the
here.
items that get used a single time.
Yeah. That bot is just not playing nice, so we're just gonna get rid of him. Oh, it's okay. Do I get anything here? Oh, I got a jar. I'm already full of everything,
yeah,
though.
you know, They kind of look like hand puppets with the way that they're
Hand puppets, yeah,
they're floating there. Yeah.
That works too, yeah.
Like I'm getting Master Hand vibes from it.
Oh yeah,
And it
more
kind of,
like
looks hand shaped.
Smash Brothers references, yeah.
Sure. A game I basically never play, but everybody seems to play.
Just kind of make some stairs there by doing down stab and then just kind of slashing just to get rid of 2 blocks. Okay. Now we're just gonna head down here. Yeah, we got the Stalfos with the helmets now. And this guy here is called Doom Knocker. The Zelda games have very interesting names for enemies. So I'm gonna watch for that blue iron knuckle. Okay, we should be approaching the boss fight here. I'm gonna actually cast shield just in case. I'm gonna keep life handy. Okay, this boss here, it's a blue iron knuckle, but his name is Rebenak or Rebenak. He's on a horsey.
Oh, it's like that's a super fancy horse.
Yeah, bye,
Like
horsey.
a futuristic mechanical horse.
Okay. He also reads your directional inputs as well, so. Can you not? Okay, I gotta heal it. Oh, he was just not playing nice there. So yeah, every time like the horse runs away, we just say, bye, horsey. All right, that's 3 palaces down.
How many to go?
3 more plus Grand Palace, so I guess 4. But to place the jewels, we've got 3 more to go. Okay, now we're just gonna go back. Also, I gotta make sure that I get attack 7 here. Yeah, we are almost at our max attack level, which is really nice. That just bounce on these guys. Dropping P bags, but we're not gonna be grabbing them though. Okay. Go through the graveyard again. This is the King's Tomb. Just kind of enter and exit. And this is the only use for the raft here. Just to go on this side of Hyrule.
There we go. That's why we needed it.
That's all we needed it for.
With all that equipment.
Okay, there is a town there. You could technically go there now, but we're going to go there later. We don't necessarily need to go there yet. So this guy is going right. That is a Zora. They hurt early on. It was like 1 fireball takes 1 block of damage. Or 1 block of health, rather. Oh, just got caught at the end there. Okay, now we're going to go into this maze, but we're only going to go to the bottom part right now. And then we're just going to head up into this section here. Then we got the Liz Alvos here, who is keeping this kid captive. Gonna stab us in the hip. Ow. Normally he tries to like stab you in the armpit, but since Link's shield is facing that direction, like when the Lizalfos stabs, like in the upper area, it just gets a clank there. So I always say like Link has like the strongest armpit in the game. All right, so now we're just gonna go back. We don't need to go through here just yet, but we're gonna take a detour into here to get up another 1-up doll, because we did lose 2 of them. Normally with the extra 1-ups, we usually do death abuses in Palace 4, but I'm not gonna be doing those in this instance, since we did go down 2 lives already. But it is actually faster to do some of those death abuses because it'll just take you back to the beginning of the current screen that you're on. And it's like a really long walk too. I'm actually gonna, okay, I already have life highlighted here. We're gonna try to go for some spawn skips here. So I just went on a mandatory tile. And I'm stabbing 4 times to do a manipulation for the enemies to spawn properly here. There we go. So we just skipped the mandatory tiles there. But we got to do it again 2 more times when we're going back. So I got to cast Fairy here. I'm going to go ahead and get our life up. Okay, so in the next screen here, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be crouching and then casting Fairy. What that does, it's going to carry my crouch input into the Fairy, so I can just go straight into the chimney there without having to jump across rooftops.
That is a heck of a sentence out of context.
Yeah, so now we get the up stab here. And now we can do the up stab. Yeah, but we're not done yet, though. We still got to get the spell here. So on the next screen that we go to, that kid that we just saved from the Lizalfos, this granny was looking for him. Now we delivered the kid to the granny, and then we get another spell as our reward. And this is going to be called the Reflect spell.
That sounds good. I love Reflect.
Yeah. This magic will strengthen a shield. So the Reflect spell, we're going to be utilizing it for the Palace 4 boss. And the Palace 4 boss is called Karok, which is a giant wizrobe. And it'll be shooting these Wi-Fi beams at you. So with Reflect, we just shoot it right back at him.
Reflect the Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah. Also, we got to read this sign that's coming up. We're going to say Mao. This is to get enemy spawns, which is very... Okay, I got the big spawn here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 stabs. So we can get this next skip here. There we go. Okay, so we got all the mandatory tile skips there. That's pretty nice. All right, now we got to go back to the maze and head over to Palace 4. Yeah, we're probably going to be getting a lot of encounters here, which is fine. I'm okay with that. There is a way to get past these encounters. You can also like pause buffer to kind of see where they're going to be spawning from and then just kind of react accordingly to it. But I've never had like an instance where I can avoid all of those encounters, so I just take them, which is fine. Now we're just going to be navigating through the maze here. There are some mandatory encounters that you got to go into, like the encounter tiles. But this one here, into the magic jar, or magic container. So now we got full magic again, which is really nice. I'm just going to navigate through here. So we're just going to go into one mandatory encounter tile instead of having to go through multiple, which is why we take this long route here. Just so we can only have like one of these and we don't have to go through multiple ones. Also, we got the Tektites here. Yeah, they're made out of steel or something like that. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to go back there. Only way to kill those things is with fire. And we do get fire, which is actually that town that I skipped earlier. You can actually get fire early. But in this case, I just take fire later because you don't necessarily need it right now. Oh. All right, now after that long trek from the maze, we're heading into Palace 4. Ow. Don't stab me. Excuse me, sir. Okay, he's being really aggressive. That took a lot of damage, unfortunately. Okay. This is Palace 4. Now we have the Wizrobes. They're just going to be flying in and throwing Wi-Fi at us. Okay. We're going to head over this way here. I'm going to go ahead and kill this Stalfos. Okay, normally you could use the jump spell here, but you don't need to necessarily use that. I get rid of that Doom Knocker. Do I need life 4 here? Yes, I do. Okay, that's the only level up I need in this, and then skip the rest of the levels so I can get attack 8 at the end of Palace 4. Doom Knocker again. Okay, usually you would take the death abuses here, which is why we get those extra lives, but in this case, we're just gonna go right back. So you just take the plunge into the lava, and then it'll take you back to the beginning of the screen. That's all it really does for the time save. All right. Whee! Gotta drop ones here. Doom Knocker, I'm just gonna wait a little bit to get the XP there. Should be a... Yeah, there it is. All right, now we get the boot. What do the boots do? It allows us to walk on water. And there's only like 2 instances that we can do that.
I just love that so much.
Okay, we're going to be dropping again.
Yes.
All right, so now we got to go this way. Got to see a familiar screen. Got the Doom Knockers right there. Ouch. Oh, right into the flame. Okay. I think there's like another... Okay, that's a Stalfos right there. Now there's a bubble that's just floating around. Oh, he escaped. That doesn't bother us. That's good. Okay, now we got these statue heads. They just pretty much float in line with where you are. You just gotta jump over them. So yeah, if I were to cast a reflex spell, then we can actually like reflect the... Ow. Yeah. Be careful here. There we go. Okay, there's gonna be a key down here. Don't need to level up. Yeah, these statue heads, they just have like one form of movement. They just go up and then down and back up again to shoot beams. Oh, that was close. Okay, now we just gotta go up. All the way up. And then we're gonna go to the left side. Okay, I think I have enough magic to cast jump. Only thing is I gotta bank on a red jar drop. Because we need magic to cast reflect. And we need it for the boss fight, so hopefully we'll get the drop that we need. Oh gosh, this is a really bad spawn there. It's like right inside the door. There's that. Yeah, so we just need to cast jump there because we cannot reach there normally. Ah, that's a key bag. That's okay. Just kind of hoping for a red jar there, but okay. Okay, there's gonna be another Doom Knocker here. Just gonna go and get rid of him. Oops. Didn't quite make good stairs there, but that's okay. Big jump. Okay, now we gotta go down. Gotta go right. So there's actually a chance that we could get a jar drop. There's gonna be like these floating heads. I'm actually gonna kill them off. They could be a nuisance here. Spawn. Oh, thank you for the red jar. That's what I needed. Also, these guys are back, so we're just gonna go ahead and kill them off again, just for safety.
It almost feels like cheating the way you can just like stun lock them with the bounce.
Yeah. Just get him stuck with a down stab, and then there you go. Yeah, those whiz robes, it looks like that they're wearing like tablecloths on their heads or something. Oh, what is this spawn here? That's fine. Everything is okay. Everything's under control. Watch out for that Mew. Go. Nice. Head down this way. And that stuff was just up there. I think we have a couple more screens until the boss fight here. Gotta deal with a couple of iron knuckles. Okay, I'm gonna have reflect handy here. Probably gonna cast shield as well. Yeah, this is Karok. He's very annoying. But we can pretty much just sit here in the corner, but sometimes he can also spawn where we are. I'm just hoping he doesn't come this way. So yeah, this is all we do. Cast the Wi-Fi beams right up back at him, but he's dodging them apparently. There we go. Okay. Sometimes that fight can go really fast or really slow. All right, so we made it out of there. And we're gonna have jump. So we're gonna go directly to Palace 5 after this. Oh yeah, this is the boots that we got. So we're just gonna walk on this water. Or the river, I suppose. And then we're gonna be walking down here. And then we're gonna go straight into Palace 5. Okay, I'm gonna try to go for a trick called Ego Key. Either I'll end up getting it or I'll miss it. One of the two can happen. But we'll see what we can do with it. Basically what Ego Key is, it'll allow us to grab the key without having to use fairy. So essentially will be like, not using too much magic here, but let's see what happens. Ah, I just missed it. So yeah, we take a damage boost on the bubble to get up on that ledge. But since we missed it just barely, so we have to use fairy in this case just to go back in here and then grab the key. So yeah, essentially that strat saves 12 seconds roughly. So it is a pretty big time save if you're able to land Ego Key there. Okay, we're gonna grab this P-Bag to get 200. Also, I do need to level up our magic just once and then skip the other levels. And since we already maxed out our attack stat, we're gonna be gaining levels for magic and life up to level 6. That is our next goal right now. Okay, now we're gonna have these orange hooded enemies. They're called Magos. If we end up killing one of them, we can actually get 200 XP off of it. And since we don't have like a lot of magic to cast jump right now, we have to like go to the next screen, get the red jar, and then go back to grab the key. Otherwise, if we were able to get Eco Key, oh wow. Okay, let me just do this then. Actually, no. I'll go ahead and grab this. I'm gonna save the other magic jar for later. I'm gonna go ahead and cast jump. I need like a... So... Nope, I need like one more block to drop. Okay, we'll just headbutt it. That's fine too. No. Oh gosh, there we go. This is fine. Okay, so since we got that red jar, we can get a free red jar here. Now we're full on everything again. Okay, so I just gotta get magic 4. I'm gonna try to go for a Magos kill here. If they spawn right by me, which usually doesn't happen very often. Okay, head down this way. Then we gotta cast jump here because we gotta grab a key. Oops. Yes, let's get magic 4. Yeah, watch for these Mago spawns. Not getting any favorable spawns here, but we have plenty of opportunities though. So we've got a blue iron knuckle here, but we're just gonna avoid him. Just gonna try to throw a sword beam at us because he's mad that we're not playing with him. Alright, Magos, come on. Okay, they're still not giving me any good spawns here. Oh, that one almost got me.
Come on, game. Throw Sonic a bone.
Right. Gotta get a spawn. Okay, this will do. Okay, and then we're gonna head over here. I'm gonna go ahead and kill off these stout foes because I do need some XP.
Wait, hang on. No, wait, they're not allowed to do that move. That's your move. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we walk all that way just to grab that key. Then we just go back, and now we're gonna head back down to the one elevator that we did pass. So pretty good on magic and health right now. So I'm not getting any favorable Mago spawns though. They're pretty much on the move at this point. Okay, I'm gonna head down here. There's like another key for us to grab, and there's an ouch. There's an item as well. Okay, that was a terrible spawn. Okay, there we go. Got that guy. This should be good. Do I have jump? Yeah, there we go. It's gonna be a blue iron knuckle here. Jackhammer. And we get the plunger, or the recorder in this case.
Does look like a plunger.
Alright, so I'm casting jump here because this statue has a red jar for me. Okay, we're pretty much good on enemy kills right now. Although now the Magos wants to spawn where I want them to spawn, so... They're like, you know what, we're gonna... Okay, just do that. I didn't expect them to both spawn at the same time. So I'm actually a little over XP right now. I was actually going for a specific XP amount, like around 800 XP. Because, like, the 2 level ups that we're gonna be grabbing each for the magic and life, if I do it on on a pound screen or something, it actually plays 4 notes in the jingle tune rather than 6. I think it's 6 or... Yeah, I just remember it plays like a couple notes less, so it's like a little, like few frames faster to do it that way. Okay, now we just gotta go upward. Just gonna go ahead and upstab that bubble so we can just stun him for a little bit.
Always coming. But off-screen doesn't exist on an NES, right? So
yeah,
it's just gone forever.
Exactly. Oh, the bubble wasn't in a good spot.
Hey, another pea bag.
Yep, it's just floating there. Ooh. Oh gosh, that guy almost spawned on me. Okay. It's gonna be a blue iron knuckle here.
Go.
Okay, I am gonna cast life here.
It's nice that the cast times are super short.
Yeah,
press and go.
They're very short. I guess it depends on like the kind of spell that we use and then like how much magic is consumed. But yeah, they're fairly quick to use, and you can just use them on the go as well. Yeah, just get that statue just to get like an extra magic there. The guy's just avoiding getting hit. Okay, so now we're gonna cast shield. I'm gonna have life on standby because we're gonna be fighting this boss called Guma. And this guy, he packs a wallop. deals a ton of damage if you get hit. Like even if we have shield on. I get a couple more hits in. Ouch. Okay, I'm gonna use life here. There we go. So that's 5 palaces down. So now we got Palace 6 coming up very soon because we got a few things to do before we go there. Yeah, we have a little too much XP to get the jingle skip that I wanted. Well, it's not really a jingle skip, it's more like...
Just don't get it, yeah.
Let me see how much... Yeah, it's not going to be enough here.
Yeah, look at that number go.
Oh, I actually cut it really close there. If it ended up giving me a level up right as I went off screen, that would be a soft lock there.
No way.
Yeah, I was just close. All right, so now get to hear a different jingle for this. There we go. So we got 6 for magic and life. Save the remainder XP to get our next magic level up. So yeah, it plays a different tune in the town. If you're on a different screen, then it'll play like the regular jingle. Also, we get this water because this lady over here is very lazy to get it. So we're just gonna hand it over to her. And she's gonna give us the, well, the wizard is gonna give us the fire spell. So yeah, this is called late fire. Because you do have the option to get fire early, but in this case, we don't necessarily have to do that. So yeah, this will actually help us against the Tektites that are coming up in the cave that we got to go to into the next town. Okay, so now at this, we just got to go exit stage right because it is faster to go this way. Okay, then we are going to talk to this sign to say, well, trying to get a good enemy spawn here. Ah, that's not quite the spawn I wanted, but let's see what happens here. I tried to like wait for the enemies to go here. So I tried to go for the mandatory encounter skip here, but unfortunately didn't quite get that. Now we got Wilson from Home Improvement just tossing rocks at us. I could actually cast a fairy here. Or, yeah, there we go. And then,
Yeah, it does look like you're just at a wooden fence, doesn't it?
yeah. Yeah, there's like multiple copies of Wilson. If anybody's watched Home Improvement before. Yeah, just cast fairy one more time. Just kind of fly over these. Yeah, we're taking damage, which is okay, because we're going to be grabbing a heart container very soon anyway, so. As well as a magic jar. Well, so first things first, we're going to go into this bridge and then go back out. Just to reset our step counter. I just walked right into that guy. Okay, so now we got to go to that cave right there. It's fire. Yeah, these things die in one shot with the fireball. Yeah, that was pretty good. And we got some Lizalfos here. Just gonna bounce over them. Okay, that hammer that we got earlier, we're gonna be chopping down a tree to uncover a town. So this is new Kasuto. There's like an old Kasuto as well. The old one is deserted. So I need magic because I have to cast. Yeah, so just grab that. Okay, so we're gonna go into this house that has their door open for whatever reason. I guess they were expecting somebody to show up, and then we're just gonna go into the chimney. Gonna talk to the wizard, and he's gonna give us a spell that is called spell. Yeah, this is the spell. So you say spell to bring out a tower. And it also has another effect in which there's like these flying moas. You can actually turn them into bots. It's actually pretty interesting to do that. And I'm just gonna I tried to do a pose there, but I messed up. But yeah, we just used the spell. Go into this tower here. And now we're gonna get this, we call it the any key. So basically this will open all the doors. So necessarily we don't have to like grab the keys anymore, but I mean, the category is still called all keys. We gotta grab them anyway. I'm actually gonna have fairy handy right now. So there's actually one more house we gotta go into. Okay, so there's this old lady we gotta talk to right here. He wants us to have 7 magic containers, otherwise she will not let us in. So since we do have 7 magic containers, we can go into this house. And we get an 8th one. We'll just grab it as a fairy. And then just go right out of there. Our magic is completely full now. So yeah, that's it for this town. All right, there's also one more thing we got to do. We got to get the last heart container. Yeah, I should probably cast fire here. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to cast it now. Whoops. That's okay. We'll just do it here. We get our magic level up right here. We'll take it. Gee, wait a second. I wasn't supposed to grab magic yet. Oh, whoops. We'll be fine. So we're going to be 1 magic stat short. I wasn't supposed to grab magic there. I was supposed to skip that level. But that's okay. We can still do it with magic 7. The only thing we cannot cast is reflect on the second to last boss. Because what that does, it actually reduces our hitbox. So that way it'll be like harder for the boss to hit us with the fireballs, but that's okay. We don't have to worry about that. I have done like magic 7 runs before, so it should be okay. Okay, got the blue iron knuckle there. We're gonna do a big jump. Barely made it. So yeah, this dungeon, so there was a Zelda II tournament that happened, I believe, back in 2017. A lot of racers in this dungeon in particular fell down the hole, and a lot of the racers were Canadian, so they deemed it the Canada hole every time you fall down there. So we gotta try to be careful not to fall down to Canada. Oh, whoops! I don't want to fall down here though.
Well, where's that? Where are we now? We fall straight past Canada to America.
We were just in a place we're not supposed to be.
Gotcha.
I don't think there was actually a name for that one in particular, but okay. So there is actually an invisible hole coming up here. I gotta be careful. Big jump. There we go. It's kind of hard to tell where it is, but it's like, I think it's 3 tiles wide. So you cast jump just to avoid that. And now we're going to see an old friend here. This is Rebenak. Back with his horsey. Bye, horsey. And then he just takes 2 stabs to kill, because we have attack 8 already. And then we also get probably another item that only has 1 use for it. We get the cross. All that does is when we go to the old Casuto town, it's just going to bring out the Moa that's invisible. That's all it does. It has like no other use for it. Okay, we did get the red jar here. I'm going to go ahead and heal up, cast jump, and then grab this. Big jump. We did not fall into the Canada hole, so we're good. You gotta watch out for the Wizrobes and their Wi-Fi beams, though. Okay, big jump. Ah, we missed. Yeah, I don't want to cast jump here. I'm gonna try it. I missed again. Big jump. There we go. Third time's a charm. Yeah, I want to try to keep my magic as much as possible because we're going to be needing it later. Okay, just got to watch out for the Wizrobes. Oh God. Fine. I don't know why I tried to downstab that. I think it was if I was facing the direction of the Wizrobe. Also, whee! Got to drop twice here. One and then whee again. Okay, this blue iron knuckle just gonna bounce over him. Okay, this room is kind of deadly, so I'm gonna be careful here. Because these statue heads, I don't like them. I think there's one more here. Yep. Should be good. Gotta watch out for the Muse too. Oh, I'll gladly take that. Let's go ahead and life up twice to get full health. Okay, now we're gonna cast Fairy. Just to go across here.
So cool. I had no idea Fairy existed in this game. To be fair, I haven't seen too much of it up to this point.
Yeah. It's very useful for a lot of things. Okay, just gotta keep going right. I'll just let that bubble free out of its cage. Alright, now we gotta fight Rebenek again. There we go. 4C has gone bye-bye.
Bye. Another key.
Yep, get a key to nothing because there are no locked doors here.
So, why is that even there then?
Every time you kill a boss, a key always drops.
Even if there's even if there's no point to it whatsoever,
Yeah.
it just drops a key.
Yeah, anytime there's a boss of any kind, it'll always drop a key.
And the keys are like, they're not universal, right? So.
No, they're not. Let's see, I need jump and I think shield here. This is Barba. You got a one cycle on him. That kill is really hard to do too.
GG.
Thank you. Place our jewel. There we go. That is all 6 palaces. So now we have access to the Grand Palace. I'm gonna let it level up here. Actually, not gonna grab it though. Yeah, so unfortunately I did level up to Magic 7. Otherwise I would have gotten it at the end of Palace 6, which is fine. Still manage with this. Yeah, this is the reason what the cross is used for, just to see that thing. Okay, and then we're gonna get the most powerful magic and our final magic in the game as well. This is the Thunder Spell.
Oh, the most powerful magic.
The most powerful magic, and we need it for one boss fight. It is the second to last boss fight of the game. So we gotta watch out for the Moa that's gonna pop up here.
Is it one of those things that's like, it's hard required to have it in order to beat the boss?
Mm-hmm. If you don't have Thunder, then there's no way to beat the boss, because what the Thunder Spell does, it actually reveals the head of the boss. So if you don't have the Thunder Spell, then you cannot fight it.
That would ruin me. I would never find the Thunder Spell.
Yeah. So it's like that spell is Absolutely necessary.
I would be calling the Nintendo Power Hotline.
Right. I'm just going to go ahead and take an intentional counter here. Do one stab because we're going to be doing an encounter manipulation for this tile. And that's another like skip there. Like mandatory tile skip. Now we're in the Valley of Death. And we're going to use the spell to turn the Moas into bots. And we're going to be using it a lot here. Another mandatory tile, which I messed up. So we're going to do 4 stabs to manipulate the enemy spawns for this one. There we go. But did I just use
nice.
Thunder? Oh.
I think you did.
Oh, no.
They just evaporated. Tell me why this is bad.
Did I don't think I held up. Let me see. Yeah, so these Moas, they're... Oh, these guys too. They're kind of annoying to deal with. Yeah, I didn't go up. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of these mandatory tiles that we got to go into. But I'm just going to take it safe and kill off these Moas. I didn't realize I had it highlighted on Thunder. Well, that's okay.
It's all good.
I don't like where this is going. Oh dear. This is fine. Everything is a-okay. No need to panic.
We're good.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to be seeing a scorpion friend here. So this scorpion is actually named Max, but I think during a Zelda-thon run that I was doing, I called him Matthew accidentally because I forgot his name. So that's either Max or Matthews. Like,
I like Matthew. Sounds more dignified.
Yeah. This should be good. Yeah, as long as I'm like moving into the tile, that should be able to get the skip here. There we go. All right, just get past these Lizalfos here. Oh,
Wow,
he
that
just...
mace just keeps going.
Yep.
I was just waiting for it to boomerang back, but no.
And here we are, the final palace of the game. This is the Great Palace.
Good luck. I know it's hard.
It is a hard palace, yes. And there's a lot of opportunities to die here too. So this is the flaming chicken, and he killed me. So I have 3 lives left, which is, I would say it's enough, but things can definitely happen.
It better be enough, Sonic. It better be enough.
Gosh, these, okay.
I don't want to have to kick you out of here on bad terms if you lose them all.
Oh, we'll win this. He also has got probably the best track in the game. Also, this is my favorite room coming up. You just hold right. No enemies in this room. Okay, there's gonna be the fire chicken again. Okay, it didn't hit us this time. That's good. Okay, now there's gonna be those statue heads coming up. We're just gonna go. Boop. Gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Actually, there we go. This guy's gonna spawn. There we go. Now this bird brain is called a Foca. They're very aggressive, especially for bird knights, and they throw sword beams at you, so they're very scary and they deal a ton of damage. We're just gonna try to get past them as fast as possible. Now we just gotta go down for a little bit, and then we're gonna go right to another fire chicken. Okay, we're fine. Okay, this room here, this does have a red jar drop. What I'm gonna hope for is a red jar. I'm gonna get rid of these guys too. Okay, we're just gonna go back and go back up. As long as we don't destroy the Foca there, we can just keep trying for the red jar. And we're getting all the Focas here. Oh, give me a red jar game. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me now? We're not getting the red jar here. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was 6. 7 times the charm? Are you kidding me?
What's your record? Do you recall?
I don't know. I think this might be my record.
This could be it. All right, this is it. This is the record.
There we go. We finally got our jar. Okay, so we're going to be casting jump here. And there's going to be the blue one. We call this one Scott Bicula. That's the blue one right here. This guy is also very aggressive. Okay, can you get away, please? Okay, thank you. Everything is fine. Ugh, okay, we're good. All right, let's head on this way, go down here. Okay, there is going to be a fire chicken here. Oh, get out. This one has a Foca in it. I'm just going to go ahead and life up here. Okay, that was close. Okay, all is good. However, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take a detour real quick. I'm going to head over this way because... Okay, let those bots fall down. We grabbed a doll of ourselves. An extra one up for safety. And these bots they have a mind of their own. Could be jumping in various directions. Okay, so gotta go left here. Oh my gosh, flames. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down here. Whee! Okay, and squish. And we're just gonna take the plunge right here since we got an extra life. So we'll just get all of our magic back. Now we got one final. Whee! Okay, now we got to cast a few spells for this boss fight here. So we cannot cast Reflect, unfortunately. So we're just going to do Shield, Jump, and then Highlight Thunder. Since we are one stat lower for Magic 8. And this is Thunderbird. This is the second to last boss of the game. So without the Thunder spell, we cannot expose the head, really. So yeah, once you get the health down to like below half, then they'll just start throwing a lot of fireballs. And we get a key to absolutely nothing, and that is all 31 or 32 keys in the game. So we have met the 100% requirement. And now we got the final fight here.
Good luck. Hey, it's the Triforce.
Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. This is Dark Link.
Oh my gosh.
And all we gotta do is just stab him in the shin. Then time is coming up. Yeah, this guy, he doesn't want to cooperate sometimes. One more hits. Got one more. Come here, you. And time.
GG.
Oh my gosh. There we go. We did it.
Well done.
And that, my friends, is Zelda II, The Adventure of Link, 100% all keys, and that is also 1 credit clear as well. We did not game over.
I like the calling everything 1 credit clears now if you don't get a game over. It's a it's a movement I am getting behind. Just like if you go through without seeing the game over, it's a 1 CC.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a shmup.
Yeah, so we ended up waking up Zelda from her slumber. And yeah, that's the game. So I was surprised I still got underestimated from that. After the mistakes that I made.
It's okay. You had a couple minutes left over from the Sonic trilogy.
That is true.
So no worries there. No worries there.
That kind of shifted over to that.
Yeah, we could have added a couple minutes to the estimate. Nobody would have noticed. Anyway, Sonic, this was a blast. Thank you so much for coming on and running 4 games back to back. So it's hard enough to speedrun 1 game, but keeping up, like, I can't stress this enough as someone who's like taken on projects to do a lot of speedrunning over a short amount of time. It's really difficult to keep in your mind a whole bunch of speedruns at the same time. Because each one requires like such specific timings and specific tricks or even specific ways of holding the controller or different controllers entirely. So swapping between a whole bunch, let alone doing 4 games back to back, essentially, it's really, really impressive, Sonic. So clearly a lot of practice, has gone into each one of these games to make it possible.
Yeah, thank you.
So, But everybody check out Supersonic _ on Twitch. We should have a link for that in the Twitch chat. But any final shout outs you would like to make, Sonic, before we close out for the night?
Yeah, sure. So huge shout outs to the Classic Sonic speedrun community for the Classic Sonic Trilogy run. Also, especially huge shout outs to like Joey Baby, Eandis, Shore. Just a whole bunch of people in the Sonic community. Also, Club 601. Also, a huge shout out to Huds and Argic and everybody. And also like huge shout outs to Cheeseball for teaching me how to speedrun Zelda 2. And this is like my first time running. I'm pretty sure it's my first time running Zelda 2 or any Zelda game for that matter at a GDQ. So it's really cool to be able to showcase my favorite Zelda game in particular, which is Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. There's like other Zelda games as well that I enjoy playing, but this is by far my favorite. So it's really cool to do that. And also huge thank you to Kiara for having me on the show as well.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, and again, as she mentioned, definitely check me out at twitch.tv/supersonic_. I do speedruns pretty much daily, and sometimes I'll do like casual content like on Wednesdays. And I'm actually going to be teaching one of my best friends how to speedrun Super Mario Brothers this weekend. So,
oh, that's awesome! Good luck with that.
Yeah, so
I've been wanting to learn how to speedrun Super Mario Bros. As well. So, one of the ones I've always like kind of stumbled my way through, but whenever I get into World 8, it just all falls apart.
Yeah, so we got that coming up this weekend. I have a bunch of other things coming up as well, but mostly a lot of Sonic speedrunning. So if you want to check out more Sonic speedruns or, Zelda speedruns or any sort of retro speedruns in general, definitely come by my channel and, hang out, just chill, cozy vibes and stuff like that. So that's all I got.
Awesome. Well, everybody, that's our show for today, but head on over to GamesDoneQuick.com/hotfix to check out our full Season 3 schedule, and you can check out the schedule for an in-depth look at all the runs going on this week. But if you missed out on either of our shows, stay tuned as we replay both shows after the break. Tune in tomorrow for Random Number Generation and Time Capsule, all starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. I've been Kiara _TV4 Game Masters, and I'll see you all next time.